And we are back. Couch Company Podcast. I'm John. With me, as always, is Tyler.
Hey, John, I'm here.
And joining us for the first time, special guest, IT department, Pirates fan, John Harbin.
What's up, guys? Absolutely a Pirates fan.
Absolutely
a Pirates fan.
A Suckos fan, as we call him.
We don't want to talk about that.
So this episode might devolve into explaining every sport to Tyler because we now outnumber Tyler for
it's
sports
a little
fans.
Scary. Yeah. I don't know how this happened,
But the Pirates are a baseball team.
No, I know that.
From your home city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the old black and gold.
And they took one from the Yanks a couple days ago.
They what?
The Yankees?
Yeah.
Out of New York City.
No, they took the...
They won a game.
They took one out. Oh, okay.
They took one. They were supposed to lose both games handedly.
Yeah.
For the second game, they absolutely did.
Now, is this one of those, like, they were supposed to lose, but they didn't? That's cool. Still doesn't matter in the large scheme of things, or is it actually
It does for my wallet. But
yes, it did for that.
But yeah, in the grand scheme of the universe, probably not too much.
No, it's a small victory, as I called it out on that day. It's the World Series, Game 7 for the Pirates this year. So
okay,
they were
middle of July, beginning of July.
They were very hyped to win this fucking game.
I can imagine.
John and I were at the casino and we're like watching the game, and people kept stopping me because I was wearing my Yankee jersey. They were rubbing it in, man. It felt bad.
But you won though.
The Pirates won.
No, I know the Pirates won, but I'm saying you bet against the Pirates.
I bet against the Pirates.
Oh, so John was having fun then.
I also bet against the Pirates.
It's tough. Jeez. So you both were having a bad day.
It wasn't great. We won a couple other ones though.
Yeah. I was happy for the win.
Yeah.
But really upset for my wallet as well.
You gotta bring me along one day, and I'll just be like, how much do you normally bet? Should we say on there, or is that like a?
Yeah, no more than $100 on a day.
Yeah, it's actually not that much.
Yeah.
The funniest thing about John and I sports betting is like you would think we're betting thousands of dollars by how passionate we are about it.
It seems like your
and it's like
kids' college fund is on the line.
Yeah, for sure.
All the kids that don't have yet.
Yeah.
They're not going to college. They can't afford to go in anymore because
if he keeps betting against the Pirates, they're not. That's for sure, bro.
Is it so if I'm like, hey, I have $100.
Yeah.
What's the most I could walk away with?
Oh boy.
Probably a couple hundred, but that would be very unlikely.
Yeah.
Well, if we're talking, you're talking like absolute most, like doesn't matter the odds.
I mean, within realistically, if I'm
maybe,
like, all right, I have $100,
maybe a couple hundred.
Yeah.
What's the best case scenario?
A couple thousand if you put on the parlay of your life and. Yeah. You don't want to.
Yeah, but see, like, I don't want to lose money.
See, you have no regard for that $100.
So what you do is you bring 100 and then you bet on a couple different games. So maybe like 5 games, $20 on each game.
Yeah.
And then,
but I guess what I'm saying is if I win on that, like, let's say I do it on 5 games, I win on 1. Is the payout going to be $100? Or is it going to be $40?
No, because you're putting $20 on it.
No.
It depends what the game is.
Yeah, if I put $20 on something.
If you put $20 on the Pirates the other night, you would have won like, I don't know, like $30. So you would have won 50 total.
Oh, man. So really, I just go to roulette.
Yeah, put 100 on black.
Yeah, okay.
And then if you win that, you can just waste 100 on the games.
And then I don't care at that point. That's when I put it on like the silliest.
The way you're talking about $20 into $100, you're gonna need some bigger parlays. You're not gonna be able to just do a straight money line bet unless the Pirates are down 16 runs, and then you could put $20 down and make.
All of Reddit was like, just put $1 on the Pirates, just put $1 on the Pirates, because there's like 100,000 to 1.
Yeah. You could buy a house with that. So.
They didn't score a run, but
no.
If they did,
it has to happen.
Oh, wait a minute. So if they're 16 runs down,
it was the bottom of the 9th, and it was 16-0.
Yeah, you could live bet the game at any moment.
Interesting.
I'll put it to you this way: if it was football, they still would be huge dogs.
Huge dogs. Yeah.
That late in the game.
Yeah.
So
where when you score, you get 7 points.
If parlay.
You literally play Sea of Thieves. You should know this word.
I know. Is it the same thing?
Well, No, they mean
Parlay
different
is like,
things.
hey, I want to talk to you with like it's almost like a little
Yeah.
trucey truce.
Parlay in the sports betting world means you bet on multiple games and you need all of those outcomes to happen. So I bet on 4 games,
Yeah.
X team to win. If one of those 4 games loses, I lose the whole thing.
Oh, so it's like a group of bets.
It's all or
Correct.
nothing,
All
yeah.
are
2 or more.
connected.
2 or more.
Oh,
And as you add more, the odds get better.
yeah.
Usually, unless you're taking like
All favorites.
all favorites or like really stupid lines.
Why would
So,
the odds get better if you're adding more to it?
better for you, not better for them, better for you, meaning plus money.
It's less likely to happen.
Yeah, so the odds would be worse for me, but the payout is
The
better.
payout is better.
Yeah, you
Okay,
say
correct.
you say the odds are better, but you're right.
I
Yes,
got you.
Your logic is correct, but the way we talk about it and the way sports betting world talks
You're
about
right.
it.
It's all
It's
it's all
odds.
roses. Everyone's it's
Yeah.
all perfect. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
everyone-
good for you, man.
Everyone
No.
focuses on the positives because people will say on Reddit or Twitter, "Hey, so and so team, I keep
Yeah,
you know,
the
I keep
pitcher
losing."
shoelace breaks in the top of the ninth. Like, hey,
Yeah, they'll say like I keep losing.
That's a
my
big one.
it's better for you.
Yeah, they'll keep saying I keep losing, and then people will respond like, "Well, today you're due, bud." Like that's always the joke on the internet.
So
It's like,
basically, it's the opposite of like AA.
yeah,
It's just
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
are just enabling each other.
Yep.
It's if AA was like, hey, I'm an alcoholic, and then everyone does a shot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's-
Yeah, it's
That
like
is
that. It's like that Family Guy episode where Peter has to go to AA and then he turns it into like a bar.
God.
yeah.
like-
it's
That's exactly what it's like.
I think I texted you the gambling number.
1-800
gave you
gambler.
the
I-
1-800
one-handed-
gambler.
you definitely didn't. I thought that's what you texted me, and then
Yeah.
I started spelling it out. It's definitely not 1-800-GAMBLER.
I
Oh,
have
is
a-
that? It was some 1-800 number. I just
It's-
googled what's the gambling number.
It's
and
1-800
help
gambler.
my
It's
friends in
supposed to be.
trouble.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be 1-800-GAMBLER, but
Yeah.
let me see. Was that in me, you, and Nate?
Yeah.
Or was John in there too?
No, it's just you.
Well,
and-
you need
and
to
Nate.
share that with John as well because
My,
John's been hot. Have you still been good?
I've
hot?
hit cold since the Major League Baseball's been really the only thing you can bet on these days.
I
well,
will.
you could bet on the WNBA, but
So when you're at the casino, are you actually doing casino stuff too, or is it all just betting?
we happened to that night because the Pirates game was over and then the elevators got flooded with people.
Yeah,
So let me tell you about that. That was
you made out.
I broke even.
Oh, this is a
blackjack.
different night.
Yeah. No, same night. Oh no, that's different night. Different night. Different night than that. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
hold on. Let me.
So
you have that
another
number?
thing about gamblers is that we can't keep the days straight.
Yeah, there's no
They all run
calendars or
together.
clocks at
Yeah,
the
yeah,
casino
yeah.
apparently.
So Friday I made out really well with
Yeah.
Lindsay. That was great.
Yeah, nice.
Awesome. Didn't
Nice.
place any sports bets.
Okay.
Maybe that's my problem. And then I went
Yes.
back to the Pirates game with John, and that's where things went sideways. We were
So that was the night that I was like, "Hey guys, you want to play some video games?" Or actually, I asked John because we were going to do that Ready or Not game, which maybe we'll talk about later. And he's like, "Nah, I'm at the at the casino." I'm like, "All right, no, we'll see if Harbin like." He's like, "Harbin's with me." It's like, okay.
That's when he texted me the gambling number.
oh, nice. Yeah. So that's right. You guys are doing that because I texted you.
Well, I know we talked about it.
Yeah.
I think you said you had like plans or something, and it was like, "Oh, this is coming together." But-
was that for, either way?
Whatever. Yeah.
So so I'm sitting at the blackjack table. Well, I like to play the video one. It's where I did well.
Mm.
And I'm sitting there, and John's watching because he's, still hurting. He doesn't want to play any more money.
Bro, I was so mad.
He was so
man.
down. He's like, I'm not
Sure.
doing this anymore. I said, okay, I'll give you $20. He goes, no, I can't. I don't want to do that.
He's
So-
about to, that was a mob move right there,
Yeah.
bro. I just watched The Sopranos. That's what they do. Like, bro, I'll just spy you.
Yeah.
You pay me back when you can.
Yeah, whatever. No problem. No time limit on this.
Kneecaps later,
Like the
dude. I'm
Stu-
like,
like Stu Griffin
contemplating.
and Family Guy.
Exactly.
That's the best scene. In
That
Family
is,
Guy.
that
Best
is
scene.
funny.
Yeah.
So I put in $40 and $10 hands, and I'm up to $90, and I start going on a little bit of a downward turn, back up, back down, and John says, "Oh, you should probably cash out. You're double." And I go, "Yeah, you're probably right, but I didn't." So I keep going, and wouldn't you know it, the dealer 3 times in a row soft hit a 21, like he pulled up a 11, and then got a 10.
Yeah.
He got a 13.
Which is like the worst thing you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was absolutely terrible.
Like,
I was-
John had good hands. Like, John had
Yeah.
like
I-
19,
yeah, so-
20.
Right. So he did a 21 off
Yeah.
of my 20 or my 19. I was like, Cool.
But this is video.
This is video, correct?
See,
And
like, you lose me immediately. I don't trust that at all.
it's great.
So what happens is there's a live dealer at the front,
Yeah.
and he's doing the cards, and there's a camera on him so you can see what he's doing. But you can actually walk. It's a real guy. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a real person.
Yeah.
He's dealing the cards out.
Yeah.
Everyone else around you is doing the same thing.
I thought you were playing like video.
Oh,
blackjack
hell no.
or whatever.
No way.
Fuck
That's
that.
terrible.
Gotcha.
Fuck
I'm
that.
tracking now. I didn't even know that was a thing.
There's like,
Okay.
what is it, like 50 chairs maybe?
Yeah, there's a lot
There's
of
like
chairs.
50 chairs.
It's like
and you can play 3-handed blackjack. So I can play all 3 hands if I want or just one. The problem is if some dumb fucking idiot
That would be me.
hits on a 14
Uh-huh.
when he's not supposed to, or like hits on a 14 against a 6, not supposed to, it like fucks everybody because he takes a 10.
Yeah.
That was the dealer's 10. It's like just like regular blackjack table, except there's like 50 people at the table.
And they're all playing off of each other?
They're
How many
all
decks
playing
do
it.
you use?
It's got to be 6 at least, but you're all playing it. No, not everyone gets the same cards. So you all get the same.
Okay.
Like if I'm playing the middle, I get the middle, you get the middle, he gets the middle, no matter what. And then if we're all playing that centerpiece, and then let's say the guy down the street takes a card in the middle, we don't get that card, but he does, fucks himself, and then fucks everybody else because
He would need to take the card in a different position.
Correct.
Like on the right side. So there's 3 spots you can pick from
it could still
on your screen.
Gotcha.
So the
This is a
first
little
people to
different.
act are in the right spot, the most right spot.
Yeah.
It's like the first
First seat.
thing.
I'd get so mad.
Yeah.
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 What's
no, it's
so
not good. I only play at a table. This is why I never play there. But the problem with that is this is like the cheapest place you can play. Like it's $5
always
limit.
$5 minimums, always. Whereas on a regular
what's a regular table?
on a weekday, $10.
Yeah, you were playing 10. I was like, why don't we just go to fucking table?
Oh yeah, well I don't know. I should have.
Can you have a cheat sheet? Can you have
there?
that
You
out?
can. You can pull your phone out there. You cannot at the table.
Gotcha.
That's why I like
Some casinos allow you to like not use your phone, obviously, but buy the little standard card.
Yeah,
They sell it sometimes.
If you play at the tables down there, you can't have anything on the table.
I wonder if they let you use the card.
They might. I think Nate asked one time, and they said, yeah, if you have
Yeah.
one, you can bring it out.
Yeah.
It's
But-
not, like that's not a lot to remember, right?
No, I have it memorized.
It's a lot for me.
But when you think about it, I'm not
also
saying
just
like
getting
cram
into
it.
it. Yeah, I'm also just getting into it. Like he's been
Yeah.
into it for over a year, if
Yeah.
not longer, and I'm just
Yeah.
like now like dipping my toes in and like
The sports betting just doesn't do it for you anymore, and now you need
Well,
to branch out.
really-
Sports betting's
See?
still way better.
yeah, absolutely. But see, roulette used to be my game there.
Yeah.
and like
You just need that,
I
that
can't-
cocaine now.
yeah, I can't pick red or black to save my life these days.
Dude,
so,
I'm telling you,
and
roulette's the only one I can win at now.
see,
Lindsay flopped.
Lindsay loves playing the numbers inside. I'm just like, you're insane.
I never play the numbers inside.
See,
It's
also
too
there,
much.
you could play 50 cents inside.
Yeah.
So like you can play 2 quarters, on like
He's-
$5 minimum.
He's talking the video again.
No, yeah.
Yeah, video. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, talking about the video one. But we're at the actual table. You got to play single dollar value chips.
Right.
So, but it pays more. But
See, I would rather just like everyone is gambling and having good old time, and I take like $10 and put on red,
Yeah.
and then I take $10 and put on black,
And then it hits
At the same
zero
time,
and
and
you
it
lose
hits
at the same
zero, I
time,
lose
yeah.
everything,
then you
Yeah.
walk away
and then that's
and
it.
you cry.
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
I don't know, just to
That
feel
sounds
like I'm part of
terrible.
something, but.
That sounds terrible. I mean,
Well,
I
how
guess
often does zero get hit? I mean, how many things are in a roulette table?
36 plus.
Oh, it's a 1 in 36?
1 through 35, and then
And zero is the same
30,
size?
37, I guess. It's all the same size.
Zero
The
is
zero and the
same
double
size.
zero or the cross. from
I
each
wonder,
other.
have we ever measured? Is zero a little larger than everything else?
It might be.
How much is
Have we ever
Have we
truly
checked this for real?
inspected?
I'm gonna bring
how,
my,
how much is like I don't know anything about the betting stuff. So like if I put like $1 on an actual number and it lands on that number,
$35 to 1.
okay, so it does
Yeah.
it does pay
So
out
you,
out.
you don't get the 37 though. You get 35. Is it 35 or 36?
35.
You get 33.
Oh, no, it has to be 30. Isn't it even?
It's 36. So
Yeah,
it's 30.
36.
It's 36. You get 36 to 1. But you don't
There's
get paid.
38 numbers.
Right. You don't get paid for the 0 and double 0. Those are the house.
But then wouldn't it, if it's 37, like wouldn't it make sense to pick half the board and bet on half those numbers?
Some
And
people
then,
do
like,
that, but then
No. Any way you play roulette, you are behind. It is mathematically impossible to be ahead in that game.
Yeah, people have like little cheat sheets and stuff they bring to the table.
Well, roulette, you just double your bet.
Yeah, but there's table
same with
maximums.
blackjack. Same with
Well,
blackjack.
that's the problem. Is if there's a maximum, then I'm not.
Every table, because yes,
Because that's what
in a
people
world
do.
where you have unlimited money,
Yeah.
you will win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they have a
what
table
you're saying
maximum
is I
because
need to
the
find
house always wins.
I need to find the underground.
In
roulette
Vegas, I'm sure
table.
the table maximum is very high.
Very high, yes. It's
But-
also $1,000 maximum at the Rivers.
Oh, that's more than I need.
Yeah.
No,
it's not.
I'll come out ahead before.
You
probably
say that.
would.
No,
Probably
just
will.
reset. Every time you win, you just reset. So it's super easy.
What you need is, in that situation, you need a team so that when you lose the $1,000 bet, you have your partner go to another table, bet 1,000, you bet 1,000 on your table. So now technically you're at 2,000, right? And then if you lose that, you need
don't-
4 people.
Okay.
A lot. That's
Okay.
a lot.
Yeah,
dude.
no, this is why this is a horrible
I
strategy.
feel like we could do. We have 8 friends. We could.
Actually, wait, that wouldn't matter because now it's
It's
independent
split
events.
across.
Yeah.
Split across all the
Super-
tables.
You could like win yours and you could lose.
Well, no,
this.
we just need all 8 people to win.
You'd have to go to video poker at that point, right?
No, video poker is the
Not video
worst.
poker, video roulette or whatever.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
probably,
just
yeah.
one
If
thing.
That's one point. It's
Yeah.
one thing. Yeah. So you and this
You
guy
can fill
next
up
to
all
you.
50 seats with all your friends. And then just keep doubling.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That would be nuts. I used to play those video poker games.
It's
Fuck that.
how can you sit down in front of something that isn't like a real tangible thing and not immediately think that it's cheating you?
Video games?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like
I hear you.
I thought the computers can't be random.
Yeah, they can.
I thought they couldn't. I thought it was like
So there's
What do you think a random number generator is?
Yeah.
it's a programmed thing to be like, oh, you have to be random, but like there's still
Yeah, but
some
it's
sort of
mathematically
love.
random.
I could argue then that the automatic shuffler next to the guy dealing blackjack is you could rig it to do whatever you want.
I argue that that's
But-
less random than a random number generator.
What, the shuffler?
Yeah.
The shuffler has one purpose, and it's just this card
Shuffle.
goes on top of this card.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you program it, you can probably get it to deal it how you want.
Right.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, the problem when it comes down to is in those things there's 6 decks, so you're not gonna like counting cards is impossible.
Is there 6 decks in one shuffler thing?
Usually,
Yeah.
Usually it's 6.
Usually it's 6 to 8.
How can you count cards then?
Oh, am I about to explain this?
Absolutely.
All right, so counting cards. Step 1, you have to play perfect basic strategy, which is the cheat sheet that you guys alluded to.
Yeah.
Like dealer showing X, you're showing X, you do X. You
Play
hit, you
no matter what,
stand.
no thought at all.
Exactly.
You just
Always do it because it's
do it to the
mathematically
both
correct.
sides. Yeah.
Okay.
The next layer is every card that comes out is assigned a value, either +1, 0, or -1.
You ever watch the movie 21?
Yeah.
This is what he's explaining.
Okay.
Yeah, they figured this out. So,
Jump Street or
No.
Yup.
Yep, that was it.
Okay.
Love that
Jump
one.
Street.
Yeah.
The original, not the remake.
original.
Going on 21,
21
going
Jump
on 30.
Street?
Yeah.
21 going on 30? 13 going on 30.
No,
Never
the
mind.
original is 21 Jump Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
losing
Yeah.
my mind. So it's either -1, 0, or +1, and then
It's based on face cards and number cards.
right. So face cards or
Plus-
tens
plus
are
ones, right?
and or aces are plus.
4.
Nope.
No.
Plus 1.
They're -1.
Are they -1?
They're bad.
They're
because you
bad.
want them in the deck.
Okay. Right. Okay.
And then 1 through 6 or 2 through 6, not 1. There's no 1. 2 through 6
Aces
is
are ones.
2 through 6 is +1. 7, 8, 9 or 0.
And when
Okay.
it's what's the number good to come in on? Like 15, 16?
But that's huge. Yeah. If
Yeah.
it's +6, yeah, that's huge. So what you do is that's called the running count. Okay. You keep track of that. Every card that's dealt, you're keeping track of going +1, +1, -1, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Yeah.
We're
Even the
at
guys
3.
around you, it doesn't matter. Not just yours. Everyone
Yeah.
around you.
Everything, every card you see. Okay.
Yeah.
So after that, you have to convert it to the true count, which you determine. There's like a formula. It's not a complicated formula. Essentially, you look at the discard pile, you estimate how many decks are approximately in the discard pile. You take the running count, then you have to like divide or something. I forget. I think it might be running count divided by how many decks.
So
or
it's all
approximately.
it's all feeling, really. That's
You can get good at determining how many decks are in there, but that'll give you the true count. And then if the true count's positive, you bet more. So you have a structure where true count is X. I will bet X or Y or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So the higher the true count, the more you bet because you are more likely to get a blackjack. The reason blackjack is beatable is because when you get a blackjack, you get paid more than 1-to-1. You get paid
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
You guys are. So we should just go to Vegas. I'll just bring some cash.
there
are no houses open. I can't find a house.
Yeah. Just take a
We'll
mortgage
just take
out.
it. Yeah.
Take a mortgage out on nothing.
Gaming
and
house?
Just get the cash.
I don't even need a mortgage. Just cash.
Oh, fair enough. Reloaded, I guess.
Yeah.
I wanted, like, back in college, I wanted to count cards really bad, but it's really tough.
I mean,
'cause
nowadays, all the casinos don't do that. Like, they don't do shoes anymore. They do automatic shufflers.
they do shoes, but there's no. So Rivers has a couple tables with shoes, and what I mean by shoe is
I know what a shoe is.
okay. The only
Not on
reason
your feet.
shoes work
Oh.
is because if you go down to Rivers, most likely you're going to play with an automatic shuffler. Every hand they deal, they shuffle the whole deck, which
yeah.
completely destroys
Yeah,
counting.
They put it back in the deck. They put it back on the top. And then
Because
the whole
you
thing
need
shuffles.
more. The more cards that are out of the deck, the more
Gives you a
accurate
better
you're
accurate thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
I suppose that
there are a
makes sense.
couple tables that have shoes still,
Really?
but they are very high.
Yeah, minimums, right?
You got to be like serious about it.
Yeah,
and
right.
then there's no mid entry. So what people used to do is you would have a guy who's kind of like counting
somebody
from
comes
behind,
in, yeah.
and then they come in, yeah, because that's like the most optimal way to play. You're not risking any money until you're in the favor.
the way, remember the movie? They had someone playing the table minimum.
Yeah.
And then they would signal the big player to come in.
Exactly.
And they would just start rolling.
I always confused 21 with Now You See Me,
Great.
the magician.
both great
Yeah.
movies. Both.
Interesting.
I kind of blend those two together.
Isn't it the same actor?
No, I
No,
don't
it's
think
not.
so.
No, there's a third one coming out.
Now you see
Now
me?
you see me?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't think Kevin Spacey's working.
No, I
Currently.
don't think so. I don't
I don't
think so.
think he's doing
Isn't he
anything
back?
right now.
Didn't he do something?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not a Twitter video.
I'm sure. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Daniel Radcliffe is in it.
Daniel
But he
Oh
always
Radcliffe.
yeah.
He always plays the.
Why does
dumb-
that name sound familiar?
I think he was like he was in like Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah, no, I think it was Star,
one of the
Star
one
Wars.
of the cousins. Yeah,
He was in Star Wars.
Oh,
He
he's
was
in Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah.
like a stormtrooper. Well, storm.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
stormy.
yeah. He's the one that turned against the Empire. That's him.
Oh, the whiny one.
Yeah, the whiny
Oh,
one. Yeah.
So he's been in a lot.
Wait, are we have?
He's
were
probably
we
going
trolling?
places.
No.
Well, not when you
Well, I think we were trolling so hard that I
started believing it.
Yeah, yeah, that was.
I mean,
wild.
Daniel Craig was in it, so
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
who
I was
you're
like,
thinking of,
wait,
yeah.
was he?
yeah, Daniel
He was
Craig was in-
007.
Yeah, Daniel Craig was a
man.
stormtrooper.
What a great ending to 007.
Yeah, you like
really?
that one?
You think so?
I was very sad that
Okay.
his time is over as 007, but I felt it was very good. The last movie was very good, I thought.
What was it called again?
No Time to Die.
No Time to
Yeah,
Die.
No Time to Die. Have you all seen it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was with you. I'm pretty
Spoilers.
sure.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're all together, I think.
Yeah.
All right, spoilers alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he dies at the end, I was like, man, that
Yeah,
that
it's
did
kind of
him- Did him
ironic.
justice.
Yeah.
Did him justice. Like, I mean,
I think it was a
you're gonna go
bad
out.
movie.
that was a bad
I
movie.
did not
Yeah.
care for Rami
Yeah.
Malek. I thought he
Yes,
was one of
that's
the
what
worst.
it was.
Oh, he
Bond
was terrible.
villains. Yeah.
Absolutely
He might be
terrible.
the worst Bond villain I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. From that perspective, he's terrible. I thought Daniel Craig did a great job.
Yeah, but I mean, he always does a great job. To me, half the movie is the villain, though, right? Like Bond villains are supposed to be iconic.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right about that.
I mean,
I-
Casino Royale is still the best Bond movie, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I had sort of
Big
forgotten
time.
about Rami Malek's in that movie. So
Like I
that tells you
implore
how much I
someone.
thought about him. So
I implore someone to tell me what his goal was.
I don't know.
Like,
I
what is-
literally fell asleep while he was telling me his goal.
I don't even.
I was more inclined by the relationship that Bond had that he was able to finally form and have a daughter with, or daughter, right?
Yeah, I
He had
guess
a
he did have
daughter?
a kid. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
That was
come
the
on.
whole first
Did
part of the
he?
movie, right? It
Yeah.
was yeah.
Why am I?
Yeah.
So you said that, and I immediately pictured the girl from Logan. And I'm like, that's not the right movie.
yeah. Talk about a father-daughter relationship.
Daughter?
But because Rami Malek like
Kidnapped
was
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That was
kind
his
of
whole
coming
plot
back.
was to kidnap her.
Why?
But see,
Like,
I don't
okay.
know. I don't know.
No, he is might be the worst villain I've ever seen in my life. Actually, just I have no idea. I
don't know
I'm
what you
actually
want.
confused. Yeah.
Let's just talk about it.
And
Like, we'll
Quantum,
give it to you.
Quantum of Solace, the drug cartel boss, like he wasn't really a villain, but he was
Yeah.
a villain in the movie.
Yeah.
He was pretty terrible. So
That
as far
movie
as
was rough.
Yeah, it was a rough one
villains
to get through.
Yeah.
although
I
don't
like
know
the
his name
girl.
now.
Who was the girl in that movie? He meets
Yeah.
her in Cuba, something.
Yeah, I liked her as well.
She was cool.
The like the 007, you mean?
no,
Like he's
no, like
the girl that
she's
he-
like green. She's like new. She's like it's like her first mission.
Oh,
And they're like
yeah.
flirting.
Oh, Moneypenny?
Yeah.
Was that her name? I don't
Yeah.
know. She's
Yeah.
blonde, maybe? Was she blonde?
Nope, thinking of someone different. Never mind.
They were like in the. It was like.
You're talking about like the random agent that just popped out of nowhere and did some cool
Yeah,
stuff.
she's probably like
okay.
what, a CIA or something.
Something.
I
yeah.
see. Okay.
I like their chemistry, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that, it was.
I got
It
you.
was cool. They kind of hit it off. I felt.
Yeah, and then Moneypenny. Was that like a big reveal whenever it was like they finally said her name?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when she shot him.
Yeah.
That was a thing. Yeah.
One of my favorite parts was seeing what's his face in prison.
Yeah.
The old villain. What's his name?
Mads Mikkelsen. No, it's Christoph Waltz, I think was the one.
Yeah, Christopher. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't even remember like, and we just watched those, and I was like, I don't remember this guy. I
Who's
kind
in
of do.
Casino Royale?
No, he wasn't.
Which guy?
Mads Mikkelsen was Casino Royale. Christoph
sure?
Waltz was
Yeah, the guy that he was in
Spectre?
Spectre, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Spectre.
and I didn't think Spectre was like it was fine, but it was no like if you're gonna make an argument for like, oh, there's a better Bond film than Casino Royale, it might be what's the one where
Skyfall?
it might be
Skyfall.
Skyfall. I could go
Who's that
back and
villain?
forth on those.
Who's that villain? That was not Mads,
No, I can't think of his name.
but he was good too. Skyfall is one of the
He was
better
okay.
ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Skyfall or Casino Royale, but Casino Royale wins.
That's like saying was Star Wars or Return of the Jedi better? Where I think like Return of the Jedi was very good and it like completed the story and did some cool things and whatever. But like as a standalone film, I think Casino Royale is just a phenomenal.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
here's a start, middle, end
Sort of
contained story that's
sort of like
that's
Dark
great.
Knight.
Sort of like Dark Knight. Yeah.
just like Dark Knight.
Wait, what did you just say?
What?
You just said that's like saying Star Wars is better than Return of the Jedi. I'm pretty sure.
So for me, I think Star Wars is a better movie than Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi is super cool, does super like awesome things, but the only reason why Return of the Jedi is so good is because you like Star Wars and you're bought into like the series.
Which Star Wars is better than Return
Yeah,
of the Jedi?
which Star Wars?
Star Wars. I'm sorry,
You
A
mean
New
Cas-
Hope. Star Wars.
Oh,
Star Wars:
oh.
A New Hope. Episode 4.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
when
Star
that
Wars
movie
Church
came
of Hole,
out,
bro, is better than
No. But like when that movie came out, that was like a standalone experience
Yes.
of like,
Yeah.
here's the
Yes.
thing, they blew up the Death Star.
It could have
Cool.
been. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm with you now.
So I consider Casino Royale like if they just made that and Daniel like Craig never did another Bond movie,
Yeah.
that would be perfect.
I'd have
be
been
like, here you go.
sad, but I would have been happy
Sure,
with it. Yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
such a
Yeah.
good like quote unquote reboot, and it's scary because they're talking about like, oh, we're rebooting it again, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I have a cheeseburger bet that the Bond's going to be in it, and my whole thing is like, yeah, they're going to name a new James Bond.
Yeah.
And his name is going to be James Bond.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's my
There's
like
no-
I don't think you can get away from that.
Who took that
No.
from?
Mike
like,
did. Mike's convinced that he's done.
It's gonna be a different name.
It's going to be either a female actress or it's going to be like something different.
The thing is, though, even like across the Bond series, across decades, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's always been 007, and he's always been James Bond.
Yeah,
So why would they ever change that?
they won't.
They won't.
No.
It works, and
Yep.
they're not going to change. That's the whole
yeah, maybe
mentality
they make
behind
it a girl though. I kind of see where he's coming from.
Well, we talked about that, and
Yeah.
even if it's a girl, it's James. It's not Janet Bond or anything like that. It's like nope. This
It's a
is
code
James
name,
Bond.
just like M.
Yeah.
They called her Mom.
Okay,
Sure.
so as long as the name is James Bond.
Her name was never actually Mom.
But the
or
thing
M.
is, like, James
My
Bond
mom's
was
name is Mom.
actually, but that was
Sure.
that was the big thing with Skyfall is James Bond was actually his name.
I see. Right.
You, so,
right.
you know
He
what I
grew
mean?
up that
So
way. I see.
yeah, so like the idea, I think where Mike's coming from is not to put words in his mouth, but it's like that was James Bond, the character. Like he's like dead and gone, and they're not like they're putting that to bed, and it's gonna be some new thing. And
I don't think
and
so.
he was like,
Maybe.
"There's not gonna be James Bond." I'm like, they are going to it's a reboot. Like they're not going to continue this weird storyline.
Well, they also hinted around the end of like before the last one came out. They were hinting at like, oh, it's gonna be a woman as the new 007, and people were outraged.
That's like when Daniel Craig was like, "Hey, I think I'm going to play my character gay," and this was like that might have even been Casino Royale. Come to think of it, it was like right, and they were just like, "We will fire you."
Yeah, no, you're not.
It's like, I mean, granted, different time and whatnot, and
Sure.
like now probably would have played really well. It just like, holy cow, man.
Yeah.
There are some things where just and not to get down a weird politically correct path and stuff like that, but like I don't know, James Bond can be James Bond and just reset it. Like I'm a huge out of everybody, I think my favorite pick is still who's the guy with the sword in Thor, like the big sword, the black dude, Idris Elba.
Yeah.
I still think he would be
a great.
he would
Bond.
be
Great.
like talk about this like bear of a man.
Yeah,
that
he'd
would
be awesome. He would be sweet.
He'd be really suave. I think the thing that Daniel Craig didn't do well was being as suave. Like he was not as suave as Pierce Brosnan.
No.
In my mind, he
Yeah.
wasn't a smooth talker. He was a gritty dude.
Yeah, he was the blue collar James Bond.
I think Idris Elba would be a good middle ground.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that pick a lot.
Yeah, no, that's what a lot of people have been saying.
Yep.
He'd be fantastic.
I'm fully on board with that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, if it's a girl, great. I just hope her name's James. That's all. that's
Gotta win that
that's all I
cheeseburger.
care about.
You gotta win that cheeseburger.
That's
somehow.
literally all I care about is I want that $3 cheeseburger.
It's like rebooting Halo and then not having Master Chief or something.
Pretty much.
It's like you
Yeah.
can't do it. Like what's you know what I mean?
Like doing it as a covenant.
I mean, I guess you could do like I'm trying to think of like what they've done recently, and like I guess you could point to like maybe the Ghostbusters movies where they did like the all female cast or like all the kid cast
Oceans.
and stuff, and
Yeah.
Ocean's another one.
Oceans, they did that.
Both of those.
Both those movies didn't do well.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
those flopped. Right.
Yeah.
Big time.
They were both terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you can do it.
Do you think
But-
James Bond is better grounded and realistic or more fanciful? Is that a word?
Fantastic.
Fantastical. Let me continue that where it's like
more grounded than what?
Well, Casino Royale, he's literally like jumping off of like cranes and just like it's very gritty and he's just pounding people and killing people and doing different things like that. Do you think that's better, or do you want to see your James Bond like parachute in, jump in the lake with like a wetsuit, pull the wetsuit off, and he's wearing a tuxedo that's perfectly not wrinkled underneath, and he has a car that shoots like missiles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like just something that's like crazy.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I'm not sure.
I know my answer.
All right, you go.
What's your answer?
Daniel Craig, 100%.
Yeah,
I
you want
want
the
the gritty.
realistic.
I want the gritty James Bond. I want the James Bond that I can identify with.
Yeah.
Be like, oh,
You identify as a gritty man,
yeah, sure.
gritty individual. Yeah.
Somewhat. I think that this Pierce Brosnan is what you're describing. So
Yeah.
the getting out of the wetsuit, the tux is like perfect. It's not believable. Not believable at all.
Sure.
Like all that stuff they did in Casino Royale, chasing that guy around the
Running through dry walls.
Madagascar. Or whatever. Was that Madagascar? Yeah.
I think it might have been.
Yeah, running around all over Madagascar. That's somewhat believable. Like a guy in really good shape.
He made it seem
Parkour.
believable.
Right. I mean, parkour is real. I mean,
Yep.
you wouldn't catch me dead on that crane, but
I like the idea where he was, and they did this kind of in Batman a little bit, where it's just like this guy is almost like dancing and doing all the parkour moves and stuff. And Daniel Craig is just like bulldozing through like
Yeah.
construction stuff. He's like, oh, I'm just going to get him at the end. Like, I don't need
Right.
to do this fancy job. He
right,
just
exactly.
runs through things.
yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
It's like the Indiana Jones, just pulls out a gun and shoots him.
They're making that too. That's the fifth and final.
I don't watch Indiana Jones.
I think when I was reading an article,
It's not Harrison Ford, is it?
it is Harrison Ford.
No way.
Is he
Yeah.
a walker? Or is he in a wheelchair?
I think he has his DL-44 blaster pistol and stuff.
Dude,
He's
watching
real
him in episode 7 was hard to watch.
I know.
So wait,
He's like hobbling around. Like,
not to get morbid, do you think he's next? We just lost James Caan a little bit ago.
Yikes. I hope not. I don't think we're ready
Harrison
for that.
Ford? I hope not.
I hope not too. I'm just saying.
Dude,
You
he's
know.
the GOAT, man. He's a weird dude, though. You ever see an interview with him? He's actually like weird.
I just remember
Mhm.
him piercing his ear and
Yeah.
thought that he was going to hell for it because that was just how my mind was conditioned as a little kid.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You have a lot of problems.
No, I have plenty of problems. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I
He's just
remember
like
when,
totally. He's like such a good actor because like he plays all these like insanely suave and
Is he a good actor?
yeah.
Okay.
At that particular role, I like he does one thing.
He does
well.
one thing well, yeah.
Sure.
Air Force One was pretty good.
Yeah, I like Air Force One.
Yeah.
He's a great Harrison Ford actor.
Yeah, but I
Just
say
like-
he's a good actor because he's not like that in real life at all. He's like the opposite of his characters.
I agree with you, but I think he's becoming more Harrison Ford. Like Han Solo in the last movies was Harrison
Soft.
Ford.
He was very
that
soft.
wasn't Han
In
Solo.
Seven?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's very soft.
Yeah.
He had 5 seconds of like, that's not how the Force works. Oh, you're cold. Like I was like, oh, there he is, and then
Yeah.
nothing.
And then
right?
nothing, yeah.
And I know
Because
I've
his
said
heart
that a million
wasn't in it.
times.
He didn't want to do
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I feel like he just doesn't care especially in interviews. The only time I've ever seen him laugh at an interview is when he was doing like Blade Runner 2. And I swear to God, they were both like, they had to have been like high out of their mind. And that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
they thought it was hilarious or they
Yeah.
were drunk or something. They just thought it was like the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, he shits on Star Wars all the time. Like so nuts.
I watched like a 40-minute clip on YouTube. It's not even a clip, it's 40 minutes of just like back to back. All the actors were just talking about how terrible the dialogue was in Star Wars and how they hated George Lucas's writing. So and I'm talking like it goes all the way back, like Sir Alec Guinness is like, yeah, no, it was a page turner. I thought the dialogue was terrible or it needed help, but I couldn't put it down.
Wow.
What a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
I was paid a lot of money not to put it down.
Mark Hamill was
so-
like quoting the line. He's like, I knew the line, but it was garbage. It was he was saying it to George Lucas's face, and they're just like, all right, man. George Lucas has to feel some level of like smugness, right? Do you think he feels smug saying like, yeah, everyone was saying how bad my movies were, like for the prequels, and then these travesties come out, and then suddenly it's like, oh, hey, guess what? I wasn't so bad, was I? Or do you think he's
Yeah.
like, these mother effers are ruining my franchise, like my movie?
I think he's more on the ruining side.
You think he's just
I think he's a spiteful. I don't know him. I've never heard a lot about him, but
Yeah.
I'd have to imagine someone of his power and magnitude is like, haha, like you didn't like look at what happened now. Like everyone hates it.
Do you think he sometimes, maybe not even sometimes, do you think he's like, I made a wrong decision, or do you think like I got my $4 billion, I'm good?
I think he's very money driven, so he probably like
Yeah.
maybe he does care enough about it to see like, oh, my child basically, but I don't know. I have a hard time. It's like, not to go back to sports, but it's like the live golf stuff. Like we can talk about that later, but same idea
I
there.
mean, we can
It's
talk
like-
about it now if it's pretend. I don't
It-
know.
it's sort of- I mean, it's
Liv
sort of-
Tyler.
Yeah, Liv Tyler. So
Yeah.
She's playing some golf.
it sort of tracks a bit, right? So a bunch of guys in the PGA that were like top players, like top 30, you'd say, probably most of them.
Yeah, probably.
Some stragglers in like the low 70s and stuff like that. They went over to this new golf like league called Live Golf, and it's funded
Oh.
by the Saudi government like directly. So it's blood money. So
Yeah.
and
Okay.
so like players that like for winning a PGA event, like one of the top dollars you can get is like a couple million, like like 5 to 10 is like a really good amount to
Yeah.
win. These guys are getting like $150 million just to show up to these tournaments. They don't like
Is this like Tiger Woods level stuff? Is this like, would he play in that, or is he above that?
So here's the thing is like that's the argument is like, can people get past that? And like when it comes down to it, a lot of the guys play golf for money. Like
Yeah.
what else? I mean, golf
Right.
is fun if you're good at it. But like,
Sure.
like otherwise you're playing like for money, unless you're John Rahm, who's lying, by the way. SATIRE first. he's lying about what he says. He says he doesn't play golf for money, but he's full of shit. So
If you don't play
Yeah,
for golf
of
for
course.
money, then you give all your money to
Yeah.
charity. And,
Yeah,
You better
exactly.
like
And he
only
doesn't- and he
take a
doesn't-
food budget and
and,
then
yeah.
and you
throw
take
it all the way.
a
Yeah.
part-time at McDonald's.
yeah, to my knowledge, he doesn't do any of that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's really tough for me personally to fault any of them for getting $100 million just to show up for a year.
Sure.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to win. You could do like you want to compete. You're a competitor, but hell, man, $100 million is already in your account.
Yeah.
Maybe it's paid over 12 months. Who gives a shit? By 12 months, you are richer than you ever been in your life.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about George Lucas. Is like, money probably plays a big factor. There,
Is
so.
billions of dollars.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a price for everything.
yeah.
So like, I don't know. I actually saw an interview with George Lucas where he was like, "Yeah, I've just come to terms with it, and they didn't want my input, so I walked away, and I'm like, I got other things I want to do."
Yeah.
Maybe he's
was-
lying, but I don't know. It seemed like he was
Maybe-
pretty genuine with that.
Yeah,
It's
maybe it
like,
gives him relief. He can just get away.
oh yeah, that's gonna be a ton of pressure, dude. Like, the Star Wars fan base is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Such a toxic landscape, and it's like anything you do, anything you don't do, it's you fucked up, and someone's gonna be mad, and
Yeah.
people are gonna
absolutely.
give you death threats
But
or
I mean,
something
we-
about it. Like, it's just terrible.
We've even like you put a couple of drinks in us, we'll kill each other. Like we'll start stabbing each other in
absolutely.
terms of like
Oh.
I think episode 1 is the second best Star Wars movie.
I just laugh at
And
you.
John's
That's just
slitting my
stupid.
throat in my sleep. Like
It doesn't
I-
make me mad. It's like comical.
I like.
Yeah,
I
no,
actually
it's
like it
fine.
a lot. I'm right there with you, man. I like it a lot.
It's not top 5 though.
Okay, but you can see where it's
Dude,
like you
that's
create
so
something
insane.
you create something so iconic and so like people can stay up for hours and hours and hours debating to no end. Like you're never going to change people's minds.
No.
Right?
No, never.
Debating about things that like didn't even like there was literally zero thought put into it. Like we literally made a top 5 list of lightsaber colors last week,
Yeah.
and that's like such an afterthought of what happened and like what they mean and shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like originally they were like blue,
Yeah, it's like
And
hey,
red.
here's a blue, here's a
and
green.
then there was like a green. It was like, oh, this guy's got a green one now.
Technology.
And then, there was a purple one because he wanted to find himself on screen.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was such a, oh,
And
man.
then, more things happened and whatever. Now we have like a bunch. And now
well,
they all mean something.
And the fan base is like, oh no, this is canon, this is important.
Yeah,
this is what
which
we're
is
doing. Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I love that they all mean something, but
Yeah.
it's like so inconsequential. But
Yeah.
everyone's so passionate. Like we were talking about which one's the best, right?
Yeah. Well, so it's kind of a segue where I buy like, and I don't remember when is this going up? This is going up
Monday.
So I will officially have left for my honeymoon when this goes up. So, and by that I mean no, I will be going Friday. So forget I said that. But I bought a Kindle because I'm like, okay, I'm going to read a lot, and I found this reading list of like all the Star Wars books out. So like the stuff that's canon, the stuff that they retcon, and they're like they're the Legends ones. So like basically all the good stuff is like nah, it's gone. But I have this reading list, and it's like yeah, no, like I'm going to go through, and here's 200 plus books of just going.
Do you like reading?
I used to love reading. Like
You're not
part,
gonna read.
part of
You're
my
not- you're not gonna read one page.
part of my I've already gone through 2 chapters, 3 chapters.
Oh.
My whole thing with reading was like my parents used to punish me by saying you can't read.
Oh,
So like I did like reading. I got away from it because it was like I could be lazy. I
and
can
then
just
you
like
built your first computer, and the rest was,
was it. Well,
history.
Wow.
there's something to be said of just like kind of like laying back and like watching a movie and something like that. But I think I'm gonna have to read because like we have a 7-hour layover or something. So it's
No way, dude.
insane.
You just get the Plex server going. You watch whatever you want.
You literally just
I
watched
do
the Batman
I do
twice.
have unlimited data. Yeah, it's just go. Oh man, I could do that. That might
Watch
make
it
go.
twice. Watch the rating, Tyler's rating go down even more.
Yeah, you don't. Speaking of the Batman, so I know we josh on it
Oh my
a lot.
gosh.
Should we do this like every guest we have? We ask about the
yeah, well,
Batman.
how do you feel, John Harbin, about the Batman?
Oh wait, that's right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So-
Unironically, how do you feel?
I hated it. I thought it was absolutely terrible.
How long did it take you to watch? Because you do it in your lunch breaks,
I
right?
yeah, I'm notorious for watching movies like over the course of a few days.
Yeah.
It took me 3 days to watch that movie because I just couldn't bring myself to continue watching it.
Yeah.
I had to on the last day I had to force myself to watch like the last hour or something.
Uh-huh.
It was after work or on the weekend or something. I can't remember now. And I literally was like, I gotta finish this because I just want to be done with it.
I would say the last hour is probably the best.
Some of the best, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
it's like the most
pleased
action,
with it.
I guess.
Yeah, a lot of action. Oh my gosh, the whole leading up to it, I just wanted to punch my television. I just was like, "What are you doing? Why are you still watching this?" And I watched this months after everyone else did.
Yeah.
So you guys had already been talking about it.
Yep.
They're not really spoiling anything, but like talking about it and saying how terrible you guys thought it was, and like, "Oh, you gotta try it for yourself," and blah blah blah. And when I tried, I was.
And I feel bad because we were largely joking. Honestly, the Batman's in our top 5 Batman movies, right? Now, granted, there aren't a ton of
There's
Batman
only
movies
like
out
8,
there.
but yeah.
But
Sure.
it did crack into the top 5. But then I felt a little bad where you're just like, no, I hate it. And I was like, oh, haha, okay, cool, you're in on it. And you're like, no, I hate it. I'm like,
it.
oh, okay.
I thought it was just terrible, man. Just unbelievable. He was. Bruce Wayne has never been that dark.
Yeah.
Where I'm afraid he might turn his wrist over and do something to himself.
He's
just
pretty-
because.
He's
No
very
reason.
emo
Yeah.
in that movie.
Yep.
He looks like Peter Parker from the third Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You remember that scene?
With the eyeshadow, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, the Garfield one or
No, the true
sorry,
Spider-Man.
Toby.
Toby.
The true hero.
the true hero we didn't deserve.
Did Sam Raimi do the third one?
Yeah.
See,
Maybe.
how can anyone say Sam Raimi is a great director? And you watch
That's a
Spider-Man 3?
masterpiece.
Oh my god,
That's a masterpiece.
Okay,
That's my episode 1.
I feel
Spider-Man 3
Yeah,
is your
Spider-Man
episode
3
1.
is my
Get
Phantom
out of
Menace.
here.
I feel
That is my Phantom Menace. Now you know how I feel.
That's silliness.
No,
So what were we saying, John?
I liked the Garfield Spider-Mans,
Yes,
and I liked him because of Emma Stone.
Of course.
Emma Stone is my
Yeah.
my hall pass.
she's on your list.
She's my number 1 hall pass.
Wow. All right.
And this is something you shared with Lindsay. You and Lindsay have
Yeah,
lists.
she knows how much I like her.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have lists, but
It's the eyes, right?
that in her hair, dude.
She gets
She's
me
just-
on the eyes. She's got really pretty
her eyes are nice.
Yeah.
I feel like
I love
now
her
Good
that
hair
I'm-
too, of course.
Easy A. Top
Oh
notch,
yeah,
dude. Top notch movie.
Yeah. What's
Top
the
notch.
Is she in Crazy Stupid Love
See, I don't know. Maybe
with Steve Carell and
she probably is.
Oh,
what's his name?
is it?
I think she is. Yeah. I think she is. I
Weird.
think she is. That was I actually really liked that one because it's like this huge plot twist.
Yeah.
See, now that I'm married, I feel like I need to get that hall pass situation.
Straightened out. Yeah,
Straightened out,
absolutely.
yeah.
You don't have one
Absolutely.
set up.
I don't. I feel like Chelsea has a
Who's hers? Should we ask her? Is she around?
Do you know? No, she left. Do you know who's the main dude from Sons of Anarchy?
Sounds of Air. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of him the other day. I was like, this is the guy she
That's the
picked.
guy.
Wow.
She tells me how much she doesn't like long hair and how much she
I was
doesn't
gonna
like
say,
blonde hair. And here's
yeah,
this guy.
this guy.
Takes his shirt off and suddenly this long-haired blonde dude is like, yep,
He's the guy.
that's it. Yeah.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Mine's
Yeah.
probably Margot Robbie.
Not a bad choice.
It's just easy.
Yeah, not a bad choice.
Wolf of Wall Street. It was like, yep, that's over.
Is
She was good in that.
is
Yeah, she was.
is Ryan Reynolds like an automatic? Like, is that like a given just across the board?
For you?
Just
For everyone.
just anyone.
Yeah, everyone. Absolutely.
I feel like
Yeah, he's great.
Ryan Reynolds is like obviously like that's your free space on the bingo hall pass card.
It's your bingo. It's your bingo free space.
Yeah, it's just like obviously if Ryan Reynolds shows up, one if not both are hitting that.
Yeah.
Well, I think he has a choice in the matter. I don't think he.
I feel like
No.
Ryan Reynolds is always down for a good time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just for the meme, and he might say that, and we might have to like maybe sign some documents saying like yes, we're doing this for the meme or whatever. But
Right.
like it still happened.
I don't think
no
you ever
cameras.
sign anything. I think it's all mental. Like everyone's on the same page.
Everyone just
as for
nods,
the meme.
just
Yeah.
nods and winks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's going to be in Florida on Friday, which is why we're going at that point.
Absolutely.
Like it's the best chance. You got to stack the
So
That's
you're
definitely-
are you saying your hall pass is Ryan Reynolds?
I'm saying that's
Oh,
all I
you're
can
saying
think of
it's
right now. I can't think of anyone else that
Oh
be
my
like,
God.
oh,
Hey,
yeah.
dude, that's
one of 'em.
That's awesome, bro.
Well, it's not.
He's a great pick.
It's not fair that like my original one that I was like, oh, this lady's a attractive lady was from The Kid, and I still don't know her name.
What?
So I have some actress. You don't remember The Kid, the Bruce Willis movie?
No.
we talked
Definitely.
about this.
No, we didn't.
Definitely never
Who's-
seen that
who-
before.
there's a British lady
I don't think it even exists.
on The Kid. The Kid.
Yeah, he's making this.
I mean,
I
Yeah,
keep,
but
if I
he's
keep
making it
saying
up.
it, maybe you'll understand. You
Doesn't
don't
exist.
know the Bruce Willis movie called The Kid.
No.
Is
Are
it
you
like
kidding?
Die Hard?
No, it's literally he's the kid.
Do you mean the transporter?
Like before Die Hard? It's like a prequel?
Bruce Willis is like, oh my god.
This is
hold
his childhood
on.
before he grows
I'm
up and
breaking out
stops all the
breaking out the
terrorists.
stupid freaking device to tell you.
Look up Crazy Stupid Love while you're at it. See if I'm correct with
All right,
Emma
well, hold
Stone.
on. Like the kid, it's the whole thing is like Bruce Willis
Is a kid.
as a kid
Yeah.
goes into the future
Yeah.
to remind Bruce Willis not to be an asshole.
Back to the Future.
Oh, I have seen Back to the Future.
It's not.
Why
it-
didn't you say that?
It came out in 2000. How old are you guys? When were you born?
92.
92?
97.
97? Okay, so you guys were like,
I was 3.
you were pretty young. It got a 49 on Rotten Tomatoes, so apparently it was not a great movie.
Everything
It
you
was
reminisce
not.
about, you pull up on Rotten Tomatoes, is fucking awful.
It's not a great movie. Hold on.
Especially Phantom Menace.
Oh,
Emily Mortimer apparently was my crush as a kid.
Oh.
Whoa.
Relation?
Yeah.
No?
Any relation there?
Oh my gosh.
She has a husband, so
Oh.
yeah.
So no relation, obviously.
Hey,
'cause
just because there's a goalie.
none of the Mortimers are married. Ever.
What?
Yeah, that's the logic you just made there. So
Oh, I see.
That's I'm sorry. She has kind of like a Kimmy Schmidt vibe going on.
she does have. She looks just like Kimmy Schmidt.
Okay, look, she's a little old in this picture. I
She
mean,
does-
this
she
is
doesn't
not
look great,
from
buddy.
like I saw her when it was 2000.
Doesn't look great.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was 2 decades ago.
I think
not-
Tyler loses
not
this
judging
round.
you.
No,
Not
she's
judging you.
fine.
There's nothing wrong with the pick.
I thought she was just a kind soul and I liked her accent.
Hey, that's all you need to look for,
Yeah.
buddy. Just
That's
kind
beautiful.
souls.
You're looking at the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
I'm
I
super
am-
visual.
How old was I in 2000? So I was born in 88.
18,
12?
12.
12.
So 12, right? I would have been.
12, prime
Yeah.
age.
Prime of your life.
That's
Whoa.
I was gonna say that's 12 years old. You're
You're there.
You're looking at the ladies.
You've noticed him by now, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Hopefully.
it could be any lady at that point.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Or the gentleman.
Yeah, or the gentleman.
Or
Yeah.
the like Ryan Reynolds.
Like
Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he your favorite actor?
No,
Who's your favorite actor?
my favorite actor. I mean, again, is Tom Hanks in the Free Space here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like
No,
I
you
like
can pick Tom Hanks.
I like Tom Hanks a lot.
I like Tom Hanks too, but he's not my favorite.
Oh, I'm a big George Clooney has this suaveness about him that I don't know why, but like I typically like him in all the movies I see him in. Brad Pitt's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I know this is silly, just like naming those type of things, but like,
Why? Brad Pitt's the man.
yeah, but I feel like I should be naming someone that's
You
like,
don't like Brad Pitt?
this is
No,
a-
I like Brad Pitt.
This is like an
My choice is
amazing
Tom Hanks.
actor. or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
I think so too, right? Like I think
Yeah,
Tom
Tom
Hanks
Hanks.
is like if Tom Hanks is in something, and I would probably put Leonardo DiCaprio at this point on
Sure.
kind of the same level.
Yeah.
Where
that's,
it's like if
that's my free space.
I-
He's gonna-
yeah,
You're
yeah,
going to watch it, right?
you're
Yeah.
gonna see it,
Yeah.
because it's like, okay, well,
Yep.
Everything he touches is gold.
yeah,
Well, he has such
like,
a range.
Leo's
Like-
in it.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the late 90s movies he was in? You've Got Mail,
yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Bachelor Party.
The Kid?
Awesome. No, what?
Okay, no.
No, not that again.
Big,
Bachelor
Big's the
Party.
same thing.
Big,
I don't think
yeah.
I've seen Bachelor Party.
Have you guys seen Catch Me If You Can?
Yeah,
Talk
it's
about
great.
both of them.
Incredible
dude.
movie.
Unbelievable
Yeah,
movie.
incredible movie.
So good.
The range there, and then he goes,
And then he's
2020 goes on Greyhound.
Have you seen Shutter Island? It's okay,
Yes.
but I mean,
yeah, it's very good.
yeah.
I think it's very good.
Yeah.
Real plot twist there at the end too. Speaking of plot twists,
Yeah.
very
Shutter
insane.
Island's fantastic. It's my top
Yeah.
5.
I know that's why I was getting at. You just gotta. That's why I was.
He played
Departed a
he
little
literally
bit.
played a cowboy doll.
The Departed,
That was not The Departed. but
Departed might be in my top 5 movies.
but
Departed is my favorite.
Leo's in it.
Leo's in The Departed, yes.
Marky Mark.
Mark Wahlberg's
I like
actually
Mark
fantastic too.
If Mark Wahlberg's in a movie, will you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Four-
that's
Four
a
Brothers?
lie. I didn't see
Brother's pretty alright.
with him
Brothers,
and fuck. He was in like the comedy. Oh my god. Will Ferrell. Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home. Yeah,
I didn't see
that was
that.
funny.
Was it
Oh,
good?
I did
Yeah,
not
I
see
didn't
that.
Then John
that
Cena
shit.
was in the next one.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
That's funny.
but see, here's
John
the thing.
Cena's great too.
John Cena is fantastic.
Yeah.
If Will Ferrell's in something, I feel like it cancels out.
Whoa.
I feel like
You hate Will Ferrell?
I
Come
feel
on,
like
man.
Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo.
I feel like Tom and Leo,
Yeah.
as we call them,
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
friends.
the
They're
two
friends.
constellations.
are
friends.
big enough forces that I would go see it if they were teaming up with like a Will Ferrell. But
You
if-
hate Will Ferrell.
That
I
much.
don't like anything he's in. I don't hate Will Ferrell because when he's normal, he's like fine, but he's never normal in a movie.
He's a comedian.
I get that, but John C. Reilly is a comedian too, and he could do like the Step Brothers, which
He's
I thought was.
insane in that movie.
Step Brothers is like one of the best
But
comedies
what
of all
I'm saying is,
time.
I don't like Step Brothers.
Oh wow!
But-
so you don't have any comedic
But you
sense.
take John C. Reilly and you put him in Gangs of New York, and he's like,
fantastic movie.
Good.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah,
it's
he
like
can make
okay,
that work.
give me even Jim
Gangs
Carrey.
of New York might be the funniest movie I've ever seen.
Even
So,
Jim Carrey can
I'll
pull
agree
it
with
back and
that.
do the Truman Show and do the Majestic and do these movies where it's like you're
Yeah.
like I have yet to see like and I'm sure it's out there, but like what is Will Ferrell's like? Okay, can you do something else besides be Will Ferrell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that it doesn't matter. Like, I guess it was right. Me and my friends were talking about this. I think it's right place, right time. But like, Step Brothers, Talladega Nights, dude, those were the funniest movies.
I hate
but,
those
like,
type of comedies.
Oh man. So you wait.
so
I
you
like
hate
Anchorman.
comedies.
Wait a second.
I like
So
Anchorman.
then how do you feel about Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler's the same thing, but Adam Sandler has done his serious movies.
He has.
Like,
Hustle?
cut gems
Cut
and,
Gems,
and
Uncut
like,
Gems.
Yeah.
they're real good.
This
Hustle,
new
very
Hustle,
good, very
just
good.
watched it. Fantastic.
good.
But
movie.
Adam Sandler did his Majestic, which is Big Daddy.
So then before all of the
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a real
He's got range.
thing.
Yeah.
So before he did Big Daddy, right? Because Big Daddy was after
Billy
for
Madison, Happy
all
Gilmore.
that.
I don't care for any of those.
What?
Yeah.
What?
At least you're consistent.
What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Uncut Gems.
No, see,
For him.
probably. Probably Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
That's a funny movie though.
It is.
It's funny.
It is, but it's not. It's Truman Show funny. It's Majestic funny. It's not necessarily
It's
like.
the Truman Show. He's still himself.
So you don't like
it's-
slapstick?
He's still Jim Carrey. Like
you like
he
he
is,
still
but
has
he's
that.
not Ace Ventura level.
Yeah,
That's-
he
that's
can.
just ridiculous,
He has a
though.
dial.
Adam Sandler, I want yelling at a human being kid in a believable scenario because his kid's eating a 20,000 packets of ketchup. I don't want him yelling at a hole in a golf course.
At Bob Barker, fighting Bob
Sure.
Barker.
Fighting
Yeah,
Bob
like-
Barker, the best scene of all time.
I don't know. I mean,
What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
See, it's gonna have to be. It's a couple.
Okay,
And it's like
okay.
right in the same range. It's like
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison.
Yeah,
Like if they're on, if I had cable anymore, if they were on cable and they were on TV, boom,
Watch
I'm
them,
watching
yeah.
it.
Great comfort.
what's your
movies.
favorite? What's your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
Honestly, probably Liar Liar.
Oh yeah,
But Liar Liar is the first step, and I that's about as far as I can get. Like you got to get away from your Ace Venturas and The Mask. You go to Liar Liar
But
territory.
you're looking at this completely wrong. Ace Ventura and The Mask is 100% Jim Carrey.
Right. I do not like
Liar
100%.
Liar is like
So I hated
75?
way dialed.
I never really
75,
watched Ace
70.
Ventura. I thought it was terrible. I thought they were not funny.
Yeah,
Right.
no. That,
and does not age well.
No.
But,
But like,
but that's what I'm saying is I don't like 100% Jim Carrey. I don't like 100% Adam Sandler. I don't like 100% Will Ferrell.
I think 100% Will Ferrell is like when he's at his
But
best. Though.
everybody can turn that down except Will Ferrell. I haven't seen
Why
Will
does
Ferrell
that
turn
matter
down.
though? That doesn't mean that Step Brothers isn't a fantastic movie.
I think
just
Will
because
Ferrell's in
it's-
most of it, it would ruin it for him.
What's that?
If Will Ferrell's in most of it, which he is, it would ruin it for him.
I like
Tyler's
Will Ferrell
argument
more than
is,
Talladega
oh, well,
Nights.
Will Ferrell doesn't have range. And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter. He's really good at that kind of comedy, and that movie's really funny.
It's not about the range as much as that's not the type of comedy I'm looking for.
well, your
or like.
argument was, well, everyone else has this transcendence moment.
Because well,
it doesn't matter if
well,
they
no,
have
I
a
didn't-
transcendence. You don't need that.
I didn't bring that up though, because you
said that.
No, John brought up Adam Sandler, and I'm trying to explain why I like Adam
yeah,
Sandler,
but Billy
not Will
Madison's
Ferrell.
funny.
I don't like that level of Adam
He-
Sandler.
Yeah, he likes the
Tone him down a little bit.
He likes so. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
the Big Daddy scene, like he likes the Big Daddy. Adam Sandler can be a little serious,
Yeah.
but also have like the moment where he's just funny as hell.
Yeah.
And like Will Ferrell, he's saying is like always ridiculous. Like his
Right.
character in Anchorman is ridiculous. His character
Movie's so
in
funny.
Talladega Nights, he runs around with his underwear on fire.
Yeah.
But he's on fire. Like
Yeah.
like it's
Yes,
never
he
like
has
there's never
one
a
mo-
serious
okay, I
moment.
see.
is
It's
what I
like
think
you're
what he's saying.
It's too
notching
silly
it
for you.
down. I think that's it.
Too
because
unbelievably
You
silly.
can have your Bruce Almighties, you can have your liars and stuff like that, and it's
Somebody's very
still.
good, very
Love
good.
that one too, man.
And it's still
great.
Jim Carrey, and it's still doing the Jim like I mean, BEAU to like you
Yeah.
have all that stuff.
Yeah.
You still have the those mannerisms, but it's within. He's not an idiot.
So let me ask you this then, because he's a little ridiculous.
I will
in this
say
movie.
I do like Dumb and Dumber, so I am.
Whoa,
I am full of
whoa,
hypocrisy.
hypocritical.
Everything you just
Follow
said goes
that.
out the
I know,
window.
I know.
You should never
get that.
admitted that.
Yeah,
Well, think about
you
like,
lost just by saying
but
that.
just like you have all those, look at Eternal
Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. Jinx,
Freaking fantastic movie.
great movie.
Like that might be my favorite Jim Carrey movie, and it's just like that's insane. Like that's the range. I'm not saying you need range for me to like you as an actor, because honestly, I don't think Brad Pitt really has
Whoa,
too much range.
hey, hey.
Brad Pitt's good. Brad Pitt's good. It's
How
good.
does he not have rain? What?
I'm saying he's not. I haven't seen like.
What is
usually
his
in an
Actually, you know what?
What's
I
his
take it back.
typecast?
He typecast Brad Pitt. Easy.
I mean, he's cool, but like
Easy.
he's a very different
No,
character in every movie.
I will take that back. He is pretty different each time, but
Yeah.
he's always like the cool. Like, get back to me when Brad Pitt's like pulling a Christian Bale or something. It would be like
Yeah.
he's always attractive and always that guy. Like he might
Yeah.
play
Or like a
varying
Tom
levels
Cruise
of.
in
Yeah,
what's the war
that's like-
movie?
yep.
The Last Samurai.
No,
No, it's a comedy. It's a comedy.
Tropic Thunder.
Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
like bald and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's like fat.
What
That was fantastic.
do you think about Old School then?
yeah.
Because he's not really in it.
I didn't actually see Old School.
You actually see it.
Brad
It's on
Pitt-
Netflix. You should watch it.
Sure, but
Brad
is
Pitt-
Will Ferrell on the cover
I don't think so.
of Old
Maybe.
School?
Wait, he has to be on
Maybe.
the cover? No, he doesn't.
He might be on the cover. He's
of,
not.
of Old School?
He's in it, but I mean, only because they're all on the cover. I think.
I think as soon as I see him, you better put it someone of high caliber for me to be like, okay, like
There's no one like Vince Vaughn.
see Vince Vaughn. Only recently have I come around on him.
Dodgeball?
Dodgeball's one of
Bro,
the best.
that's one of the best
Dodgeball.
comedies of all time.
most
Is it-
quotable comedy ever.
Might be one of the most quotable movies of all time. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's something recent that he did?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Yeah, he's been out of the game.
He
for
sort
a
of
while.
made his money and stopped.
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
Yeah.
Dodgeball's okay. Dodgeball's
Oh,
like the,
come on.
No,
That
like
was
it's
so good.
I like Dodgeball, but I like it because it's like the first time you get to see what's his face from Arrested Development not be just him. Who's
I have no idea.
Who's
I've
the
never
main guy
seen
from
Arrested-
Arrested
I've never
Development?
seen it.
Ever watch the show?
what?
Who are you talking about?
Oh no.
Give me the character in Dodgeball.
I'm literally getting a text message from the research department right now as he's talking.
You're on vacation, bro.
I know.
Anyways, I wanted to mention
Yeah, go
this.
ahead.
Brad Pitt in The Big Short. You ever see The Big Short?
yeah, very
Yeah.
good movie.
He's not necessarily
you were
attractive.
right,
He's like
and
an
I will
old
eat that. Yeah.
banker
you're
guy or something.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
He's very good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was like that's the thing I can think of that's the most different.
When I said Brad Pitt doesn't have range, I was
Wrong.
misspeak.
That's okay.
Yeah, I was incorrect there. I will eat that
I will
on
say,
air.
have you guys
immediately.
seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, I was never allowed.
Oh.
Chelsea said I wasn't allowed
Who? Why?
because we said, "Hey, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is streaming. We should see this." Chelsea's like, "Yeah, we'll see it. I just don't want to right now." And then it goes off the streaming thing. We did that with that movie. We did that with Dune. It's a whole thing. We're working on it. We're in therapy.
Are you really?
No, I'm on my honeymoon right now.
That's true.
Probably watching Once Upon a Time in
It was
Hollywood.
a good movie, but Brad Pitt, that's like one of my favorite characters. He's like, when you think of a cool guy, that is now what I think of. That is the standard, like
Yeah,
the
there's
benchmark for a cool guy. Like he's
is
the
Brad Pitt the
coolest guy.
coolest character?
I don't
like,
know.
Yeah,
the
but
character.
that's the coolest character. I think he's cooler in that than Oceans.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
He's really
Yes.
cool in Oceans, dude.
He's
is.
so cool.
Dude,
Ryan
he is
Gosling
literally-
in-
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Ryan Gosling in The Big Short is really cool too.
Ryan Gosling is in Crazy Stupid Love. That's the guy I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's great too.
He's really
Big
good.
Short's a fantastic. You should watch.
You
Have you
should
seen
watch
it? You
Big
haven't
Short's
seen it?
great, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, my favorite Adam Sandler movie, since you guys never asked.
I'm sorry.
The Longest Yard.
Oh my
Fantastic.
god, great movie.
But that's not
Fantastic.
full.
Better than the original.
Of course.
Absolutely.
That's not full Adam Sandler though, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, he's the main character.
He's the main character in the movie. What do you
No,
mean?
He's
I
the
know.
quarterback.
What I
Oh,
mean
he's
is,
not
like,
being
He's not being
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
No, that might be his most serious role.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually not. I mean,
not
there's
recently,
the recent
recently,
stuff, yeah.
yeah.
But
That was one
he's
of the-
literally like not goofy. Actually, he gives someone a wet willy.
So that's his majestic.
Yeah.
That's his majestic, or that's his Truman Show, or
Yeah.
Liar
he's,
Liar,
like,
or whatever.
It was
pretty
funny. It
serious.
was funny, but
Yeah,
it was
it was
also
funny.
a serious movie, somewhat. I mean,
It's
as
funny
much as
because
it can be.
what's his face was in it.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Yeah,
Yeah,
I love Chris
they're
Rock.
best friends, dude.
Yeah,
They came up together
yeah.
on SNL.
Yeah, of course.
They're like BFFs.
all the guys on Grown Ups. They're all best
They're
friends.
all best friends.
Yeah.
Kevin James.
It's
is so
all
funny.
yeah.
dude. They're all so good.
But The Longest Yard's a great movie.
Yeah.
He's the Rock in that movie. And what I mean, he's like the anchor and like
Oh, okay.
he's the straight man.
Do you like The Rock?
I love The Rock, but not in movies.
Okay.
yeah,
I like him as a
Okay.
person, like
Okay,
in
so we're-
interviews.
his character in movies is terrible.
You talk about typecast. He literally just plays The Rock in every
Yeah.
movie.
yeah,
Like he should just be named The Rock in every movie.
I agree. He just
But
Like why
on-
even
not
give him
great.
another name?
But on the flip side, I don't care much for John Cena in wrestling.
Yeah.
But Peacemaker was
Well, you probably liked him.
hilarious.
Probably liked him like pre Never Give Up. You ever watched him like in the early 2000s?
I shouldn't say
When he
I
first
don't like
came on
him
the
wrestling.
scene?
I think he was fine. Like
Well,
what I'm
did you
saying
ever-
is like that doesn't make me like if I see The Rock wrestle, I'm like I'm jazzed. Like I'm
Yeah,
into it.
that's fair.
I'm
but
jazzed.
John Cena, I don't care too much.
I don't think a wrestling fan has ever said I'm jazzed.
jazzed.
when I used to
He's
watch
on my
him,
list.
when I used to watch him in his Thugonomic days,
Yeah.
that was like the
What
best.
what days?
Thugonomics? You ever heard about? You didn't watch wrestling? As
That's
a kid?
when John Cena
No,
first
bro.
came on.
Yeah, when he first came on, he was basically a rapper, and he would like
Oh,
Rap-
that's right.
rap
I have seen
promos
that.
and wear
Holy
like
shit.
wear like metal chains and
Yeah.
like hold up like thug life
Yeah.
stuff.
I,
and
I love how
It's
wrestlers
amazing.
evolve based off of like, oh, this is what resonates with fans.
Yep.
Okay.
yeah, it was
I'll be
even-
nice.
It's an art
Yeah.
form.
We'll do the Make-A-Wish thing.
And then all the 5-year-olds started watching wrestling, and so
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, you're our biggest star. You're gonna be for the kids." And he was like, "All right, I'll
Done.
do that. Make millions of dollars."
Just
And he
make the
seems
check
super,
out
like,
to John Cena.
But he
and we'll
seems
do
super
whatever you
nice, like genuinely nice.
Yeah, you can tell he's like. You don't
No?
think he's a nice guy?
He's a nice
think so.
guy. His relationships, he's not been the best dude. He's not.
Oh, really?
He's
Yeah,
not very
that's fair.
committed to commitments.
Oh, well, that's
So-
like Kevin
not-
Hart, bro.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I'm not saying
Kevin
he's
Hart's like a
cheated.
scumbag.
Yeah, I'm not saying he cheated on anybody, but he's been very like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be there for you," and then be like,
Oh, I see.
"Nah." Like his high school
I did-
girlfriend, he
oh,
left.
Ooh.
And then he was dating another wrestling superstar woman, and they got engaged. And then
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was married. Doesn't he? Didn't he just have an anniversary?
I don't know if he's married now. I haven't kept up with him enough, but he
I-
did not
I
marry
thought-
the WWE wrestler he was engaged to a couple
I think
years ago.
Tyler's more along the lines like he'd be a cool dude to hang out with, like just a nice guy. Like
I
Down to
wasn't.
earth.
I was going that
Absolutely.
that
Yeah.
way, but I mean, I
you
think
were
that's
not going
kinda
that
all-
way.
No, I would hang out with him. I'd be intimidated as heck. I don't.
Well, I
Yeah,
remember
he's
I
super cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw like his pizza review with Dave.
They did one
Yeah,
That's
this was
cool.
years ago. Yeah,
in Boston or something.
New York.
Okay, well,
He
he's
was
from
Boston
Boston too, I think.
promoting Cock Blockers. You remember that movie?
that was a good movie. Did you
Yeah.
watch it?
I did. I thought it was.
I
Fun.
thought it was funny.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Is he a
Um,
believable dad?
No,
Is he a believable dad?
No.
That's that doesn't.
Can you imagine having a dad like that?
Nah, that
Like,
doesn't.
looks like
that
that.
doesn't click with me.
What's funny in that is like he was like a dad.
Yeah.
He's just like so giant. You're just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
There's no way.
Yeah.
We
He
got.
was-
What were we talking about?
My favorite Jim Carrey movie.
Yeah. Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey. Yeah.
So Adam Sandler's Longest Yard, Jim Carrey, Truman Show, definitely. Just
Truman Show's
I
good.
never
Too good.
I gotta watch that. I never watched it.
You never watched. Oh,
Truman Show's very
Never
good.
seen
did
it.
you get spoiled on it and everything?
No, I never heard anything about it.
You can watch it like 4 times in the time it takes you to watch the Batman. You could probably finish. You could probably finish Truman Show on like
I might
2
watch it
lunch
over
periods.
my lunch break.
Yeah, dude, the Truman Show is like close to my top 10.
I'll have to find it on the internet.
It's like
and,
floating
uh,
around.
What a
grab it.
great! You know the concept of it.
Not at all.
Oh,
No.
Oh, you've never been spoiled on it or anything?
Nope.
Wow,
I'm
that
going
is
super
fantastic.
blind.
This
I'm
is
going
fantastic.
super blind.
Gotta watch that.
I'm very
And we'll have an
excited.
update from you.
Yeah, I will be putting on the server to watch. so.
That's fantastic. I might actually have the DVD if you want it, unless you if
No.
you prefer to put it on this. Okay, never mind.
Thanks though.
I stole one of Tyler's DVDs.
I prefer to. I don't. So here's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't have a DVD drive.
Oh,
That
no,
works
that's fair.
anymore.
Yeah. And I'm just lazy. So like I will rent a movie before I go into our bedroom, pick out the DVD, hook up the DVD player, and put it in.
That's the saddest
I
thing
will
I've
pay
ever
the
heard in my life.
$4 so I can just hit play.
That's
All-
actually the saddest thing I've ever heard in my
no,
life.
I
Wow.
understand it's a problem.
That
All he
makes
has
me
to
a little
do-
upset.
All he has to do is ask me, and it would be on
Yeah,
there
yeah.
in moments.
Well, I was
Hey, man.
asking you about Planet Earth, but he gave me the DVD.
it's already on there.
It's on? Oh,
Yeah, I
fuck.
put it on
Is
there.
it in
Yeah.
gorgeous 4K?
No, you know me. I don't do that.
Well-
Which is totally fine, but I gave him like it doesn't matter
No, no,
because he's
no.
not looking at it on a 4K TV or anything.
I might be a
Yeah.
hypocrite because now I have to plug in my PS5 and watch it, or I just boot it up.
No, you're gonna do the Plex server. That's
Yeah,
fine. I'll take my
exactly.
DVD back. I'll throw
That
it
might
up.
be a big hypocrite moment there for me.
I don't even have like that's the problem is I bought all these 4K Blu-rays and then I sold my Xbox, so I can't even play them if I wanted to.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's all
Why
right.
didn't we just come over here and I just watch it on your?
That's
nice-
the best experience you can possibly get watching.
I
it.
think Planet Earth 2 might change our lives. I think we should invite everyone over.
I think it's silly.
We should watch it.
We're
in
gonna
the best form.
Why would you do that to me? Because you're gonna make me want to like sell all my worldly possessions and we're just gonna go live in nature.
Except the podcast gear.
Except the this is mobile. As long as we have electricity somewhere, we can keep this going.
Exactly.
For a little bit.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
You need internet to put out there though.
The 5G isn't 5G within our brains now or something? I
Yeah,
heard they're
I mean,
like
we
mind
injected that
controlling.
with the COVID vaccine.
It's
so-
in me already.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're
just-
chipped.
I flip
We're
a
chipped up.
switch and I get a Wi-Fi signal.
We
Chipped
each are our own hotspots now.
You have to accept the mark of the beast, right? According to the Bible.
What?
I never read the Bible.
If we're talking that the COVID vaccine and this is gonna, actually, I don't even think we can talk about this.
Okay.
So first off, no, hold on, because
Uh.
now I got to put a disclaimer on here, and I might have to beep this whole thing out because Spotify takes this stuff very seriously.
we should probably.
We should probably just stop.
Not
We're
talk
not going to
about
talk
it.
about the
Let's just
COVID thing
change
at all.
topics,
I was
yeah.
going to be.
You should probably just
I was
go
gonna be
back
sarcastic.
and wipe all of the mention of the C word because that's how you don't reach anyone.
Do I want to bleep every time we say?
Don't you have a bleep on here?
I do, but I can't. I'm not gonna like. The problem with the bleep thing is that's for somebody. It's not that one, and I have the volume down all the way. But it's not for. It's for somebody that's like listening to people and like bleeping them out as they're saying thing. Anyway,
yeah.
Oh, is it?
okay. Let's pretend we're not talking about anything to do with recent pandemic activities.
Yeah. What pandemic?
So we are now switching subjects, absolutely, to the mark of the beast, and you know the 666 mark where it's like, hey, the mark of the beast, you get the mark, and then you can do things, and that's how you know, and like you're doomed to hell if you get the mark.
Sure.
Like you get superpowers?
Yeah, you get
Never-
well, you don't get superpowers, but
Never read the Bible.
but okay, well, I mean, and I'm obviously paraphrasing, but I believe that part of it was you have to accept. Like you had to be like knowledgeable of like, yes, I will take this mark. Thank you for branding me, Lucifer, or whatever,
okay.
or Antichrist.
Great show.
Yeah, Lucifer is great. So I think that if people are like, oh, they're gonna sneak the devil's serum into cocktails or
secret
whatever,
sauce.
yeah, secret sauce.
Ooh, secret
I
sauce.
don't think
That's so good.
it would count as you receiving the mark willingly unless you're.
Why
Definitely
the
not.
fuck are we talking about this?
Definitely- definitely
what
doesn't
made
count.
you
I'm
think of
trying
this?
to think.
We were talking about living in
because you're
nature.
talking about injecting 5G into you. So I've heard 5G is getting injected into you. I've heard the mark of the beast, like everybody that
Yeah.
took the thing that won't be named.
Yeah.
You're on really different websites than I am, buddy.
I'm
Yeah,
on the
it's,
website. Like
yeah.
that's all about black holes. I'm probably gonna just X all of this stuff out. I'm sorry, Spotify.
That was
Get at the end of the day,
oh
get
man.
vaccinated. I guess I don't
No,
know.
we're just cutting this off. Are you out of your mind?
I'm just gonna have fun editing this. This is what I'm going to be doing
Yes.
all day Sunday. It's just beep.
This was your fault, by the way.
It's fine.
I don't know. I literally the train's off the rails.
What's the time of score? Okay, we got time.
Is
We're good.
it poll time? Let's do
Yeah,
some polls.
let's do some
get back
polls.
to Earth. So
Thanks for being
John,
on
I
the
don't know if you
podcast,
know
John.
this. We do polls on our Twitter
Oh, I vote every time on Twitter.
at
Always.
CouchGo Games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give it a follow.
Give it a follow. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to listen to John.
Absolutely,
This guy's
dude.
the man.
I vote every time there's a poll.
Really?
Yeah,
I
look it up
appreciate
all
that.
the time.
I thought you said downvote.
No,
There's a
I always
downvote
vote.
every
I don't think
time
there
there's
is a
a poll.
You can't vote. You can't downvote
You can downvote comments.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they added that where if you're saying something about maybe like
Oh,
I'm not gonna
you
I'm not
say
gonna
Step Brothers is not funny.
yeah. So if you say Step Brothers is not funny, and everyone starts like flaming you and stuff, you can
Yeah.
actually like downvote different comments that are getting either like
Interesting.
So like
offensive or
ratioing
something.
like doesn't matter now anymore, I guess, huh?
I have no
Did
idea.
you? Speaking of
It's all
Twitter,
beyond me.
on my way over here. Speaking of Twitter,
Yeah.
I haven't checked it at all. But on Twitter, I saw that a certain someone backed out of their deal with buying Twitter.
Oh, already.
Really?
Well,
Oh.
not already. Yeah, but yeah.
So here's
It was a pump and dump, man.
I
Here's
guess,
what
dude.
here's what's gonna happen. He backs out.
He
Yeah.
pumps and dumps a lot. by the
Twitter
way.
stock is plummeting. Then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
he's gonna buy it again.
and he's gonna buy it for
Yeah,
a
for
fraction.
pennies in the dollar.
Yeah.
That's actually so smart.
You heard he had kids with an executive, right? At Tesla. He had twins.
Mazel tov. Like
Is he
recently,
married?
you know.
Is he married?
He's married.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does she know?
Not at the executive twins or not
Not to the executive,
not the
nope.
executive?
Not to
Tyler
the
was
executive.
really hoping.
They are.
Yeah, I was hoping
think
for a
he's-
nice story.
I saw he had 9 kids now or something. That makes
Sure.
him 9 kids.
Dude,
Is he getting divorced?
I have no idea. It wasn't a topic in the article.
What
I saw.
what are you gonna do?
Even Elon Musk has problems.
I don't think Elon Musk has. I mean,
Yeah. Well. All right. Polls. Sorry.
Sure.
I just wanted to mention that a little bit since we're talking about Twitter.
Oh, we're not supposed to mention his name. Is that like a Voldemort situation?
maybe I don't know. I'm gonna just go.
kill this
I
entire
apologize
episode.
to everybody because I am gonna be bleeping out a lot of.
That's so funny. This is gonna, dude, am I the only one who thinks like bleeps might be funnier than actually swearing?
Yes, no, it's perfect. It's 100%
Right?
better.
Isn't that
That's good.
hilarious?
Yeah, that's good.
When I hear bleeps, like perfectly timed bleeps, I just think it's. The
I was
funniest
listening.
thing.
I forget what I was listening to. It was either like a podcast or a YouTube video or something. And this one lady was talking. She's like, they were goading her to be like, "Hey, what's your I don't know fantasy or something like that?" Or like they were like being crude, but they were like, "Oh, and what do you like?" Who knows what she said? But she's like, "Well, I like," and then it just like this long bleeped out, and then she's
Yeah.
like, and then it keeps bleeping. I thought it was the funniest
so
thing I was
funny.
listening to.
It's
Those are
so
pretty
funny
funny.
to me.
Yeah, those are pretty funny. All right, your polls. Let's
Yeah.
hear 'em.
Yeah. So, anyways, so we had 3 polls. Usually, what we do is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What we have been doing is me and Tyler talk sometimes, and then randomly I say something that's clearly incorrect, and he's like, "There's no way," and then I'm like, "I'll put it up in the poll right now."
And I say, "Do it," and then I put some slur in there.
Yeah. Yes. Insert slur. So, this most recent one was a 4th of July party we all attended.
Oh yeah, wonderful time. Wonderful.
I'm of the mindset that Captain America is more popular than Iron Man, which doesn't seem obvious because I think Iron Man's the better character, but I think there's something to be said about the main character, which Tyler even disagreed with. He doesn't think Captain America is the main character.
He's
Whatever.
1,000% not.
I think he's the leader, though. I think there's something about
Yes.
the leader
Yeah,
thinks
no,
of
he's
the
the
group.
Ant-Man's
Like
the main
people
character
just,
for Tyler.
dude.
No. To be fair, I just want to get on the record
Yeah.
that there is a difference between main character and leader.
Yes, of course.
So, do I think
Absolutely,
that Captain
sure.
America is the leader of the Avengers? Yes. Do I think that
He-
Iron Man
He was
is
kicked out though.
Sure.
He's-
Okay.
So he's not the leader anymore.
Great. Even better.
He never officially joined the Avengers after that.
well, he's
After Civil War.
yeah, and then he goes
So,
off. And,
so Tony Stark is technically the leader of the Avengers.
and the main character. He started the franchise
Okay.
and ended the franchise.
Well, it's still going, but yeah.
Well, sure, but ended the movie. He saves the universe.
Yeah, so
Like the
I
whole
could
reason
see
this
that
is
argument.
happening is because he was so. Like,
You're right. You're right.
He was such a good character in such a good movie.
yeah, I just
I
more-
agree. All right,
I'm
go
more
ahead.
I'm more focused on Captain America simply because of his leaderish.
Did you vote Captain America?
I sure did.
Let's
Yeah, he
go, baby.
he and I think Kyle said the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's the like
He's the heart.
he's the main character of the Avengers.
the moment Nate agreed with me, I'm like, well, I lose this.
What did Nate say? What did Nate say? Oh, he said, not only is Captain America not the main character, Captain America is the antagonist of the MCU. Verbatim.
And I hope Nate is listening to this because like I had such a moment of joy. I'm like, yes, Ain't not connected. We're here. We are absolutely we're on the same. And then
We're
he's
aligned.
he's the and to be fair, Captain America kind of is the antagonist in a
He's the foil.
certain point of view.
He's the foil, not the antagonist.
Why?
Very big difference.
Why?
In Harry Potter, Voldemort is the antagonist.
Yeah.
Draco Malfoy is the foil.
What, isn't Neville Longbottom the foil?
No.
But
I guess
anyway,
the first one, right?
typically,
Like, he's tried to stop him.
and I love Nate to death. I would say typically Nate is not maybe on the side of the
Majority?
masses.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
Yeah.
whenever Nate's like, yeah, I agree with you, I'm like, damn
Damn
it.
it.
I agree with you, Nate. I think Iron Man. It's about Iron Man. Like they
No, I think you're
explore
right.
Iron Man's psyche and his kind of like growth as a character more than anyone else. And like if you look at the arc of any other character in there, I would argue isn't any.
Loki?
Do you think you have to do coke
It's
to
not
be
Loki
Iron Man?
died. What's that?
Do you think you have to be high on coke to be Iron Man?
Yeah.
I think you need to have
100%.
experienced it.
Yeah, at some point. Yeah,
I think that's just due diligence.
Yeah, like walked in your neighbor's house
Look,
naked.
I'm not
high on
saying.
coke.
Look,
Dude,
I'm not
this is
saying
literally
Robert Downey
method
Jr.
acting at that point. Like you're telling me Tony Stark didn't actually do that in the comics, like 100%.
I'm not saying Robert Downey Jr. had a perfect past. Because if you want to be honest,
terrible.
I bet you Chris Evans did some messed up stuff. Whether
probably
you know,
so. Yeah, probably so.
but the fact that Robert Downey Jr. can do all of that and turn it around and still somehow come out ahead, like
hey,
Good for him.
name a more Iron Man thing than that.
no,
like I don't
true.
know.
Thanks to
Yeah.
Mel Gibson.
Here's my thing: name another person that could be Tony Stark in those movies. Because I can name you like 5 people that could be Captain America.
Name him.
Hugh Jackman.
No.
No, because he's Wolverine. He's
This is
already-
Wolverine, yeah, absolutely.
I guess what I'm saying
it's
is like,
literally like Wolverine
Wait.
took up the mantle of Captain. That's all I would be seeing, which is fucking sweet.
Yeah,
By the
Daniel
way.
Craig,
That'd be
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Daniel Craig could be him.
Daniel Craig could be him.
Could be Iron Man.
Too old.
Idris Elba
No.
could be him. Like
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
never.
Idris Elba
Daniel
is
Craig
pretty
could be Iron Man. Is what I'm
I couldn't
saying.
see Idris Elba in like a
No.
suit though.
Yeah.
Who?
Daniel Craig
could
is
be
Iron Man.
He could be Iron Man.
No, he could.
I don't
no
think
way.
so. I think you might be able to get like if you could get Tom Cruise
Wait.
and tweak that a little
Wait.
bit, I could maybe see him as like an Iron Man.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks could be Iron Man and Captain
True,
America at the
true.
same time.
True,
Both.
actually.
He just each split in half.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Could Leo be Iron Man?
I don't
you don't
think
think so?
so.
George
No, I don't
Clooney in
think
his
so.
prime. Could he be Iron Man?
Ooh.
I think the only reason
I don't think he should be.
Sure.
I think that would be a Batman situation.
Sure.
does he get iron nipples?
Ooh, maybe if he does
He
that,
might at that point.
I
What
would like
about
to
Matt Damon?
see. Oh man, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon is one of my favorite actors of all time.
He's good.
I could
He's
see a
fantastic.
Ben Affleck
Yeah, Ben Affleck. That
as
was the next
a
one.
Captain America.
Ooh.
Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman.
He's not a thinker.
Yes.
He's not a thinker, so I think you're right there.
Yeah.
Captain America doesn't think.
No.
It's all heart.
Tony-
Yeah,
Tony
it's
Hart.
all
He has,
heart.
he has a nice ass and a
Iron Man thinks.
strong
Iron Man's a
throw.
thinker.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It couldn't be.
But here's the thing though, even if you pulled in like a Christian Bale or something, it's just like it doesn't fit for me. Like I'm saying like I could be like, yeah, okay. Don't get me wrong. Chris Evans, maybe not the greatest in the Fantastic Four, found his calling on Captain America.
I
and
liked him in
He was
those
good.
movies. I liked his.
Oh yeah, sure. He's
Flame
like,
on.
everywhere. He's going guaranteed.
He was in Scott Pilgrim Saves the World. You ever see that?
No, I had, but I don't remember him being.
He's
in
the
that.
skateboard guy.
Wait, is he really?
Yes.
I've seen that movie.
He's the one of the evil exes. He's the stunt man, I guess, but he like rides on a skateboard.
way.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yes. Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Chris
We
Evans.
see him as the Human Torch again. Guaranteed.
Cheeseburger.
1,000
Cheeseburger.
Yeah, I think so.
No,
I
no,
think
Cheeseburger,
I'm
done.
not taking that.
I
We
think
shook
so,
on it.
100%. Yeah, I saw they shook on it.
Yeah, thank you, John. But I guess what I'm saying is like I can see other people in Captain America. It's very hard for me to think of anyone else in the role of Tony Stark.
Do you
I would
think
agree with that? Yeah.
that role was like the most iconic? Like, I mean, I think of like Harry Potter as Daniel Radcliffe, right?
Yeah. So
Like,
that was my
who's
question.
more-
That was my question. So we said Daniel Craig, et cetera, et cetera. Do you say this because there are other characters in different movies, and you're like, I just can't see that, or
I can't see Daniel Craig out of all the things that he's been in. And to be fair, like he was in was it like a World War II movie? What was the one where it was? I forget what it was called.
Oh, he was
Saving
in
Private Ryan.
no, he's in World War One movie.
World
It
War
was,
One, yeah.
he was a sergeant.
I
Very
can
good
see-
movie.
Dunkirk?
No, I can see the cover.
Was
and I
it
can't think of
1914?
It was,
Oh, it was older-
It was
older?
not. Yeah, it's like it's when he did Road to Perdition. Same exact time frame.
okay.
I can literally see him.
It's
And
a
he's
very
like
good
backs
movie.
against the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's a sergeant, and he
Dunkirk's
sure.
World War II, isn't it?
won.
Oh, is that one?
No, two. You're right. I'm sorry.
1914 was World War One, right?
17.
but even if you go
17.
like Knives Out,
Yeah.
like I still can't see him playing
yeah.
Tony Stark.
He has a good range though.
I'm not. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Excellent.
I think Leo has a good range. I just can't see him playing Tony. I don't think
We've
Tom
never
Hanks could
seen
play.
Leo play a superhero. I think he could do it.
Yeah, but do you think it's going to be much different? Like, do you think he would play it as?
It's Leonardo DiCaprio. I put nothing past that man.
that's
I literally put nothing past it.
But would you want to see Leo over a Robert Downey? Like Robert Downey
Yes,
Jr.
out
is
of
just
sheer curiosity.
I guess.
Well, I've seen Robert Downey Jr. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I know.
So yeah,
that's-
I would want to see Leo to see how it stacks up.
I would like to. So here's a good question, and we'll get to the polls in a minute.
Or maybe Leo doesn't do it because he knows he wouldn't be good at it.
Who-
Maybe he's like very aware.
What about Johnny Depp?
Ooh,
Won a classic
that-
$50
I
million or
wouldn't. I
something.
wouldn't want to see that.
No, I want to see him run like a pirate instead.
Yes, Johnny Depp is. It's just Jack Sparrow for me. I
Right.
don't
So Johnny
particularly like
Depp will always be Jack Sparrow.
I think Hugh Jackman will always be Wolverine, and I think Iron Man will always be.
Daniel Radcliffe will always be Harry Potter. But who's the most connected? Who cannot escape? Who do you think?
In that regard,
Yeah.
then I would have to give it to
Radcliffe.
Jack Sparrow.
Really?
Oh, you would.
I would
Over
give it to-
Radcliffe?
I would give it to Radcliffe personally.
No.
Dude, he was in Catch Me If You Can or whatever.
He was in
Daniel Radcliffe?
no,
was?
he was in the Now You See Me movies.
Now You See Me. Not Catch Me If
Oh,
You Can.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
You See Me. Thank you.
He's also in the new
And I was
one
like,
with Channing
oh.
Tatum.
Yeah.
He's in that one too. What's that called? I
I'm
don't
like,
remember.
oh, Harry Potter has a beard now. That's cool.
but
Like literally, that's my thought. Like
You're telling me.
well, here's my argument as to
Okay.
why he can't get out of that circle, right? And because he always play ever since he stopped playing Daniel Radcliffe. Or,
whoa.
Ever since, ever since
Harry
he's-
Potter's playing Daniel Radcliffe, guys.
Ever since he stopped playing Harry Potter, he does not change the character that he plays.
Sure.
He plays quite literally the grimy, gringy, evil villain that you're just like, God, get off my screen. I lose all my respect
Do
for
you think
as
that's
a-
because
as an
he's just
actor.
trying to.
I've heard it's like
get away from it?
I've heard he likes that.
Yeah,
role.
that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
he's just so tired of
maybe
the Harry
getting
Potter
away.
thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And it could be my bias is like, yeah, you're a 13-year-old kid with a wand in your hand going no.
See, I look at that as like a negative. Like I'm looking at it, and I think what John was getting at was you could remake Harry Potter with a new character, but like Daniel Radcliffe,
They did.
but yeah, but Daniel Radcliffe didn't. Well, I'm saying like in recast Harry Potter.
I see.
Daniel Radcliffe didn't make Harry Potter. I think it brought a live action feel to it and everything.
Yeah.
But like Johnny Depp made Jack Sparrow. He made that character. That like
That's true.
No one could do that
one
better than
else
him.
can
Yeah.
make. No one
That's
you
fair.
can't do that. Like people are going to be like immediately gone.
Yeah,
So,
fair.
so mine's more like a recognizable thing, and yours is more like the actual performance.
It's eventually, maybe in our lifetime, they will remake Harry Potter. That's a given. They are going to do it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Really?
They
I think
will
so.
not. Heck, man, they'll probably remake Pirates of the Caribbean given enough time. But you're not gonna have another Jack Sparrow
No.
like that. Like you will.
In the Harry
you'll probably
Potter
have a cameo
or in
20,
the-
30 years from now.
Excuse me, in the Pirates of the Caribbean situation, why wouldn't you just make it about either in the future or a different part of the world? Or
Well, that's what they
whatever?
would have to do. That's what I mean. Is
Oh,
like
I
the-
thought
the-
you meant they're going to make Jack Sparrow again.
No,
Black
I'm
Sails
saying
is
they
sort of
will not make Jack
They
Sparrow.
won't touch it.
Black Sail's really good. It's a TV show
Yeah.
about pirates and pirating and doing all that.
I'm not saying like I am talking specifically like the character of Jack Sparrow can't be recast
Yeah.
because Johnny Depp created that character.
They'd have to take a different direction. I think you're right.
But Iron Man can because Iron Man existed before
Correct.
Robert
Same with
Downey
Harry
Jr.
Potter. Heck, same with Han Solo. I mean, I would be the first one to say like, you can't make Han Solo not Harrison Ford, and then they sure
did.
tried. Anyway,
Did you like Solo?
I thought it was fine.
Did you like Solo?
I don't remember it enough, so probably
I
not.
thought the deep fakes where they made Solo, but then put Harrison Ford over top of the guy was even better.
I don't remember it enough, so no.
I thought it was like very average.
That's
Yeah,
the
if
next.
it's not memorable,
Dude, like it was like to me, nobody asked for this.
yeah, it
Nobody
was
was like, dude, we need to see Harrison Ford or not. We need to see Han Solo's origin story.
we need
Yeah.
to make back this $4.5 billion that we spent on this franchise. So we watched episode 4, barely. Like that was kind of on in the background. Then we watched 7, 8, and 9.
So you watched
Terrible
4 again?
movies.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So you watched
Why would you
4
do-
again?
Watched 4 again.
Yeah, you said 7, 8, 9. You watched 4 again.
Yeah, sure.
4, then
but
8,
in
then
a
9.
somehow worse way. So 4, 4B, 8, 9. Then we watched episode 2.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I love
You
the prequels,
love
dude.
episode 2?
I love the prequels, man. They're so good.
It's your favorite channel, C-SPAN, or what? Like, it's, like unbelievable.
I love
2 is
I like 1, 2, and 3. I love them. Dude.
The end of 2 is awesome. The
Yeah,
clones
it's
come out
slow.
and
It's
the
very
lightsaber fight, and they're all
very
escaping.
slow.
I would take
But dude, the middle is so boring.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're not wrong.
It's like Treebeard boring. Like
it's not quite true.
no, it gets there.
No,
When the
at
Jedi are just
least-
in the council room. How many times are they in the council room in that movie just talking about politics? And you're like, bro.
so. I'll say this: if
Like at
they-
least Treebeard's like a tree, which
If-
is interesting.
if they remade 4, 5, and 6, and not the way they did recently, if they remade 4, 5, and 6 the appropriate way with up to date like cinematics and all that, I would probably change my order. But I have a huge problem with 4, 5, and 6 because the cinematics in 4, 5, and 6 are just terrible.
You're
like,
getting to that point where
just
it's like
terrible. Like
So you're a graphics guy, like
in that way, I am like it's not believable.
I see.
it's not believable when Sir Alec Guinness is the one fighting
Yeah,
with a lightsaber.
right.
Where
So
it's like clash.
Yeah,
clash.
but that short that they made on YouTube.
yeah, I mean sure,
Unbelievable.
but
did you watch
takes-
it? We sent that to you.
I probably watched it then. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was
That really good.
Vader and
Yes, I did
Kenobi.
watch that. That was very
Wasn't that
good.
fantastic?
Very, very good. Very good.
they must have had an insane budget for that. Like
I loved Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I loved it. I was all
Oh,
for
the
it.
TV show?
The TV show.
Yeah.
Loved
I
it.
didn't watch it.
I thought
I'm on strike.
all the Mandalorians were good.
Mhm.
I thought Boba Fett was terrible until
except the Mandalorian episode.
until the Mandalorian popped himself back into the episodes
That's
and
so
saved the
funny.
series.
We're pretty close to being like, hey, guess what? We can just make Mark Hamill. Here he is.
That's
Yeah.
disturbing.
And that's insane.
Yeah.
That's disturbing.
It's not quite there, but it's like
Can you sue them?
he was
give them the
there.
right-
He was the one that was doing like the mocap thing or whatever.
Oh,
He
really?
stood in for a
Really?
minute, and then
Good for
they
him.
brought another person on top of that. It was fascinating to watch.
Oh, that's so scary though.
What's these polls? We're talking about the polls.
Oh yeah, yeah. of
Yeah,
course.
go
So,
watch our top 5 Star Wars movies,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Iron Man infinitely more popular than Captain
Awesome,
America.
thank goodness. All right,
man.
Well, the sample size is
it's out extraordinarily high.
extraordinarily
Yeah.
high. It's
What's
pretty much
the-
all of America.
Did you say what the exact question was? Was it better? Who was better?
Who's your favorite?
Who's your favorite? Okay,
Iron Man
sure.
wins. I would vote Iron Man. I like Iron Man more,
Yeah.
but
I think in more thought we should have asked who is the main character of
no,
the
because I
Marvel.
agree. Iron Man's the main character,
I think so.
but I think
But Kyle
Cap-
doesn't agree, and you don't agree either.
Yeah,
right?
I think
you
Captain
think it's
America
Captain
is a
America.
Cap's the heart of the team. I mean, it's you know,
Yeah.
it goes either way.
I also haven't watched any of them since.
They came out.
Chelsea
Very
and I
long
rewatched
ago.
all of them. I have an ongoing list.
Isn't it like 26 movies or
It's a
something?
lot of movies and all the TV shows. You know,
Yeah, I have to catch up, which is probably never gonna
Never
happen.
gonna happen.
No,
yeah.
It's
you
never
can't
gonna
I'll
do
watch
that.
all the Disney movies, like classic ones, before you catch up.
because they're better movies.
Honestly,
Ooh,
those are
yes.
those are better movies.
I think
Disney
so.
Channel classics. Like,
Yeah.
Give me one movie from the MCU that's better than Aladdin. You can't do it.
Nope.
or talking about that.
I
Or
won't
talking
do it.
about
I probably
like,
could do it.
like Double Team.
Well, what?
Double
like,
team.
Like those kind of movies. Like
No, we're
Talking
talking
about the
like
90s ones.
Aladdin and Lion King and Little Mermaid.
never mind.
and Beauty and the
Okay,
Beast.
all right. Those are all good, but they're not
They're
like.
they're masterpieces.
I'm talking about the Disney Channel originals before.
Yeah, like HE double
that.
hockey sticks.
yeah. Before Netflix stole the word original and made it their own.
Yeah. Well,
No,
Disney Channel did it first.
not what I was referring to.
What a childhood I had. Dude. watching
You
those movies.
you were really living the dream, man.
I love them.
Sounds like
They were good movies. They were good movies.
Congratulations, Iron Man.
whatever.
Good,
All right.
good guy won.
I hit the audience with a question: what's better? Which is a great question.
Yep.
Summer or fall?
Another thing. So context here, real quick.
Yeah.
I was dying at 4th of July. I was
very hot.
I was
It was
melting.
very hot.
I was like I put sunscreen on and the sunscreen just like immediately started like running down my face
Into your
I was
into your eyes.
like
Yeah.
perspiring so much.
Yeah.
And everyone's like looking at me like, "Hey man, you okay?" Like, 'cause I was like, "No, this is me. This is why I hate summer." And it was shorts and a t-shirt. Normally I'm wearing even right now I'm wearing like a button up with a t-shirt and jeans. Like that's my normal attire.
Yeah.
I stripped down for this event.
You did.
And I
You
was
wore
still just soaked. Right? And here comes John, totally fine, wearing were you wearing black? Am I misremembering that?
Yeah, I was wearing
Black tank.
Yeah.
my winter
T1.
coat.
Yeah.
Here's a winter coat. Just freaking dry as a bone, like nothing. And he's just like, yeah, man, no, summer's great. It's like, yeah,
I literally showed up like 20 minutes late, and you were.
I was drenched, dude.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
We didn't
I-
play a yard game
where?
yet. No yard game was played.
Did not
No,
play yard
I was
game.
just
And
standing.
you were in the
Standing.
shade too.
Just in the shade,
standing
under the
and-
pergola.
and it was
It was
bad.
improbable.
Yeah.
I know.
I, as someone who sweats a lot, like all the time,
Yeah.
like just standing around like
Yeah.
Tyler does, I also think that fall is the better season.
There we go.
Yeah, no, you're wrong. So fall is absolutely not the better season. Fall is where the weather gets yucky. It's depressing. The days are getting shorter. Leaves are falling. They get stuck everywhere. It's wet. It's cold.
I will
Hate
give
it.
you the darkness thing, but I think fall is very pretty. Like when the leaves start to change colors. When the leaves fall, that's annoying. But when they change colors, that's
So
really
like the first
nice.
eighth of fall.
Well, we don't really have fall here. That's the problem. If you had fall like in an appropriate location in the United States,
I can only talk about my perspective.
Of course, I'm just saying that.
From a certain point of view.
The Jedi are you?
Kill them all. Buy the books.
I think
The
it's.
prequels are so good.
I love. Yeah, they're amazing.
From my point of view, the
They're amazing.
Jedi are evil. What a
I
line.
like the darkness.
I have
fall.
failed you.
I like the darkness.
Then you were lost.
We should do an entire episode of just quotes, just Star Wars quotes. Can you hold a sentence by just doing?
What's
Star
more
Wars
quotable,
quotes.
episode 3 or Dodgeball?
Ooh,
100% dodgeball.
Hangover.
Probably Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Hangovers are more. I think Dodgeball is more quotable than Hangover.
We didn't even talk about Bradley Cooper.
Bradley
Cooper's
Cooper's
nice.
great. Yeah.
He has a great range too.
Bradley
he's got good
Cooper.
range.
American Sniper.
I could see Bradley Cooper
like that movie.
as Ant. No, I know.
Yeah.
I could see him as like Ant-Man.
Oh,
I can-
Ant-Man? Get out
Yeah.
of here.
I love Paul Rudd. I don't care for Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. Is that
Wow. Yeah.
No.
bad? Is that like
Did
a
you
hot
like-
take?
Did
Yeah,
you like
it's hot
Paul
take.
Rudd in Role Models?
I don't. It's such a weird thing. I can't remember anything that. I think the last thing I liked Paul Rudd in was like
40-year-old version.
no, maybe. What
That's
was
a
the
good
one?
one.
What was the one where he ends up falling in love with his sister?
What?
Yeah,
I did not know what that is.
Chelsea would know. Oh well, I don't know.
West Virginia.
Falling in love with his sister.
At the end, as stepsister. This is pre
Jesus Christ.
stepsister stuff.
Ooh, I don't know.
Wait, what?
Clueless.
Shallow House?
Is that real?
Clueless. Yeah.
I don't know. I never saw it.
I just keep saying clueless, right?
Yeah,
like
I'm
if I just keep
clueless.
saying
I'm clueless.
the kid, right? The kid. Hold on, I'll find it.
How do
I
you
got it.
guys feel about Shia LaBeouf?
I like him.
The greatest actor of all time, right?
That should be the measuring stick. It's like, what can we? Dude, Clueless had an 81 bird. Good for them.
Holes was
Audience,
really good.
or yeah, Holes is great.
Holes is great.
Holes
the
is great.
audience, no. Yeah, Paul Rudd. He was Josh, who was Alicia Silverstone's stepbrother, and then they ended up falling in love. She loved him the whole time.
That's fucking weird.
Good for them.
No, you're not blood related. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. She gets stuck in a washing machine. She never.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty then.
Stay tuned for our episode next week where we really explore.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have a
it was little
foreshadowing.
callback,
thing.
a little foreshadowing.
We will talk about pornography in depth next week.
Probably for half the episode we talk about it. It was not
Be
good.
sure to share with a friend.
But yeah, we were trying to just not.
And that
anyway,
will be bleeped less than this episode.
probably. Yeah.
Way less.
Yeah.
All right, fall 1. You guys are all nuts.
But how much did it win, John?
Our only unanimous
It's like 100%
decision,
to 0 over there.
100%.
the bar is full, which is very satisfying from a visual perspective.
Yeah, but sometimes Twitter is very like one sided. What about the straw poll? Was that different?
No.
Oh, that was 100% as well.
Yeah, if you whether you like to see the line graph or the pie graph, they were all full.
Beautiful.
And Summer lost. You guys are nuts. Let's just take summer away forever.
Yeah, done.
I could live with spring right into fall.
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Summer's the best. Barbecues,
Anyway, to finish
sun,
my thought, I like the
yard
darkness.
games.
I like the darkness because then you don't feel like you have to go out and do something.
That's right up
Just,
your alley.
like, you need help.
that's me.
Like, you need professional help.
Here's
No,
the thing,
because if you
John.
go out and do something
Yeah.
and it's like, oh man, it feels like it's because I'm a night guy, right? Like I'm a night owl. I'm not a morning
okay.
person.
I see.
I like hanging out at night because I feel like I can. And I actually looked this up as far as like there's some sort of like this like procrastination depression thing that like you don't want to go to sleep just because you don't want to wake up the next
Oh
morning
yeah, I
to
feel that all the
reset.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So fall is like this cheat where it's like, yeah, no, it seems like you're supposed to go to bed, but you still have like plenty of hours and it's
Yeah.
dark, so you can't really go out and do anything, so you don't
Yeah.
feel guilty about not like going
Sit
for
on
a
your
walk.
computer.
Just sit on your computer or read or something.
Nah,
I'm just kidding.
I love
I'm
summer.
Here's
reading, but-
here's the argument against summer.
Okay.
You never experienced a summer in Texas, have you?
No, exactly.
You would absolutely hate it.
I am going to Texas in a month, so we'll
You should-
see.
Wait, oh, you're gonna.
Yeah, August.
August is the worst month in Texas. Let me tell you.
Oh, so maybe I'll change my
you
mind.
will. I think you might change your mind.
Yeah, but Texas has 2 seasons. Does Texas have fall? Not really, right?
Yeah, for a week.
They have the dry season and the wet season.
Yeah,
That's-
but
that's-
here's like the literal definition of summer in Texas. Every day it's at night 91 degrees when there's no sun in the air.
it'll be my greatest challenge. I really
Dude.
don't sweat that much.
Yeah,
We will see if I sweat in Texas.
No sun in the air over 90 degrees.
Like I'm pretty sure Degree almost sponsored me because I just never sweat.
to keep my hypocrisy alive,
I love it.
I do after eating a big meal. So like let's say I go to like Wendy's and I eat like a big
Why'd you
Wendy's
pick
meal.
Wendy's? Wendy's is terrible in
because
comparison to
the
other
moment that I
fast food
realized
places.
the moment
What?
that I realized this.
No.
Okay,
Wendy's
that
is
is
terrible
important.
fast
No,
food.
we do need to
in
unpack that.
comparison to the other ones, like
Give me
What are
your
the-
top
what are the
5 right
other
now.
ones?
top 5 fast
Yes.
foods.
Yes.
Okay,
No particular order.
no particular order.
Yeah.
Okay, McDonald's, Burger King.
Love it. Well, Burger King is debatable. Okay.
You?
From the
Burger
Whopper.
King?
From the Whopper.
Mm.
Okay, only
You're
the
saying a
only
Whopper's
the Whopper.
better than a Dave's Hot and Juicy? No way.
I think it's delicious, dude.
Blindfold.
I could tell you
I-
what.
Oh, yeah,
I could
oh,
tell
yeah,
you
you
what.
can tell you what it is, but-
Sure, you could smell it before you even come inside the.
We
the
do a
building.
blindfold with a number 1 from every fast food.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then-
Taco Bell also top 5.
yeah. I don't think we had Taco Bell, but
We
Oh
talked
my
about it.
gosh. What else is there? Fast food. What would you consider
Chick-fil-A?
fast food? I don't like Chick-fil-A.
I
like
consider
Chick-fil-A?
Five Guys fast food. We didn't for the.
we
the-
did for
Oh,
our
we
top
did.
5.
Yeah, we
Yes,
did.
we
Yeah.
did.
What
Five
else?
Guys-
What else?
Five
What
Guys
else?
won, probably.
Chipotle's fast food according to our list.
Chipotle then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chipotle is better than Burger King. Five Guys is better than Burger King. McDonald's is better than Burger King.
Yeah, but I would never go Five Guys. I don't go to Five Guys. I'm too cheap. I'm
Really?
too cheap for that.
Yeah, it is expensive.
cheap.
Yeah, it is expensive.
Yeah.
You're not the guy that goes to McDonald's and orders a 2 for $3.50 off the.
No, I'm down. I
cheeseburger.
literally
Why not? Yeah.
It's
used
delicious.
to equate everything into McChickens before
Yeah.
they changed it to higher than $1.
Yeah,
But
so-
now I equate everything into Sheetz hot dogs.
Mhm.
So something's $20.
That's
I have to
hot
tell
dogs.
myself that's 40 hot dogs.
It's a lot of.
I can feed
A lot of hot
myself
dogs.
for 2 months
A lot of hot
for
dogs.
lunch.
It's a lot of questionable meat
Now Joey Chestnut can down this in one sitting, which
One
is
day.
also impressive.
and choke out a protester.
So if you swing the scales back that way, it's only one meal.
I mean, everything could be one meal if you put your mind to it.
No, 1,000 hot dogs can never be one meal for one person. Never.
Sure.
Not a chance. No,
Sure.
way.
It literally
No way.
physically
Sure.
impossible. No.
One meal where you sit down, eat it, and get up, and you're done. That's one meal.
Any size hot dog?
No, a Sheetz hot
Little
dog.
weenie babies? Oh,
Sheetz
Sheetz
hot
hot
dog.
dog? Yeah, that's fine.
The
You
bread
have a
alone,
triple bypass before you finish that meal.
I bet you they don't have 1,000 hot dogs.
the bread alone
Ready to
would
go.
kill you.
no.
No.
Place
I mean, like
has
they don't have
1,000.
1,000 hot dogs like in cryo, like ready to be thawed.
Oh.
I don't think Sheetz has 1,000 hot dogs ready
that's how many's in a pack? 12. So that needs to be.
I would
You-
assume
you-
they probably have them in
sheet you buy
blocks
the
of
20
100.
Yeah, you,
Oh, really?
that or you buy the 24 packs.
So we're just
Yeah.
talking about 10 blocks.
You're not
then.
buying 10. You're not buying 12 hot dogs for Sheets. It's bulk order, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm just thinking
10
grocery stores.
10
So you think like packs
boxes
of
of-
100?
I think 100.
They
is
probably have 9.
If we said 100, that's 10 packs. That absolutely they have that much.
They had that much on
have
hand.
space.
I would say that.
You think they have 1,000 on hand?
Yeah.
Not
like,
ready to
here's
go.
100.
There's a freezer. Not ready to
Yeah,
go.
but
freezer.
ready to go. I mean, you throw
He
it
said in
some-
cryo, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Then,
I
yeah,
don't
they
think they have
probably have
1,000.
1,000.
You think they
They
have
probably have
1,000 in?
Yeah.
storage?
10 boxes is not that like
That's
that's not
not
that
a
much
lot.
space.
I don't see. I mean, maybe they have a giant freezer. in
If
the
they're
back.
frozen, they don't
Of course
go
they have a
bad.
giant freezer.
So
they have a
the
ton of
reason
food.
why I'm a hypocrite is because after eating a Big Meal, and I went with Wendy's because we always went to Wendy's after church, and this is where I realized this. After a big meal, I like to go into the car that's been baking in the sun and just sit in the car, and I feel very cozy and warm.
I actually
And
like that too.
But you do, as long as it doesn't like break the quote unquote seal of like my body, or as long as I don't
Sweat?
start sweating, it's like I don't sweat. And I guess I can only assume this is what John feels the entire time, where it's just like I'm just baking. Sometimes now I like to hold the steering wheel. It's obviously been baking in the sun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is like super painful. This is like burning me. And I'm trying to think like, okay, so is this what hell is like, but all over my body? And can I actually like handle that?
You know, this tells me
What is wrong with
You know
you?
this-
I'm
no,
sorry. I
you
thought
know
this was a
something?
safe space.
he's into BDSM.
No, because
he's
it was.
not
I
enjoying
didn't
it.
enjoy it. It's like a little personal challenge.
That's a horrible test, by the way. If you want to test that, put your hand on the stove.
Well, don't. No one should put their hand on their stove.
No, don't.
Well,
do
that's if you want to experience hell. That's
Well, yeah.
much more
I don't. I
accurate.
want to experience hell and like.
Tyler wasn't that bad, so we're gonna give him steering wheel hell. It's gonna be a little warm.
If I, if
just
I
the
was,
first layer,
If I
it's
was
fine.
feeling really froggy, I
Is that
could.
the first layer in Dante's steering wheel temperatures?
If I wanted to feel real bad, I could pull the sunglasses out that have been also baking in the sun that are like metal. Put those on your head. That's a real test.
I love falling asleep in the back of a car with the sun beating on me. It feels good.
Yeah, it's a little sunbeam.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
what like
feels
cats
good.
feel like in the sun.
Yeah,
Right.
Sunbathing, yeah. I like it.
Sunbathing.
It's not great, not bad. I don't
Summer's
hate
better. Beach, fantastic. Sporting events, awesome in the summer.
it. Football in the fall. What are you talking about?
Football in the fall, but there's nothing better than a nice baseball game. Like it's just such
Yes,
an enjoyable
football.
All
experience.
right, baseball is really cool to go watch. You're not wrong.
Oh, okay, hold on. You guys are. I know I'm outgunned here, but that seems silly.
I love watching a
baseball's
baseball
great.
game.
Sure.
Even if you don't like baseball, if you had to pick a sport to go and watch, that's probably like
It's
if you don't like
baseball.
sports, I mean,
There's
baseball's probably the best experience. You get to
Yeah.
go. It's a great atmosphere. It's nice out.
yeah.
The parks
I
are beautiful.
think soccer would be better
No.
than baseball.
Soccer's just boring and like it's fun to
Baseball's
watch.
boring.
It's fun to watch. They're both fun to watch, but they both can be boring.
I
That's-
think soccer would be less boring than baseball.
I know, but my point is like if you're taking someone who's not interested in the sport at all, doesn't understand any sport,
Right.
baseball is the more enjoyable experience because
Baseball's
there's
too
more
hard to
aspects.
understand.
They're not going to understand the sport. There's
Wait.
more aspects than just the game.
I might change my mind, and here's why. Are we talking about a European, like a UK soccer game, like a Premier League game, or
Yeah, like a normal
An MLS
I've
game.
only seen.
no? Here's my reasoning why. You can have a lot of fun at a Premier League game when everyone around you is chanting, and you're chanting with them.
That's what I mean.
The camaraderie is incredible.
I assume if you had a successful baseball team, it would be somewhat similar.
No, I think
Maybe.
I'm going for the more reserved experience where you're just enjoying a nice day
Oh, see, that's the
and you get like a
Yeah.
beverage and you're just
The
hanging there
baseball's more
talking with your
relaxed.
Okay,
Baseball's more
friends.
relaxed. You can just hang out,
Yeah,
watch
there's-
the game,
if
have a
you-
so much
conversation.
downtime. Yeah, you can talk to your friends
Yeah.
and like we were talking.
Sure.
We're
Okay.
talking about infinite universe. You can't do that during a
Yeah,
football game.
no,
like people
you're-
will smack you.
You're right.
Yeah.
If you're going by, hey, let's go see a sport where the sport doesn't matter, then yes, I agree with you. That should be baseball.
Well, it's just to the point that baseball's a lot of breaks.
It's
so baseball
relaxed.
breaks every 3 outs.
But I think there's something just easy, and I understand there's all the nuances on soccer and things like that, but I think it's pretty easy on like, okay, the white shirts are trying to get it in the red shirts' goal, and it's constant movement, and it's going. Where baseball, it's like, okay, now this person has to run. Remember, Blast from the Past? Did you guys see that? Is that too old for you? Brendan Fraser? Yeah?
Basketball?
It's too old for me.
It's not. Okay. Anyway, so Blast from the Past, real quick, is about they go into this bomb shelter because who's the guy that's like pocket watch?
From Alice in Wonderland?
No, like who's the hey, like I have your dad's pocket watch.
Oh, from the Tarantino movie.
From the Tarantino movie.
Christopher Walken?
Yeah, Christopher Walken. So Christopher Walken's in it with Brendan Fraser.
You mean the only voice he ever does in any movie ever made? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Pocket watch.
I thought of Catch Me If You
You
Can.
said pocket watch.
I thought
I'm
when you started talking like him, I was like, oh, Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken.
He put that pocket watch in his bum.
He put it in his bum. Anyway, but what I'm saying, so it's a movie with Christopher Walken. He was this big guy that was like, I'm going to build a bunker that has everything in. It's kind of like a doomsday prepper thing.
Yeah.
And then you have he has a kid in a bunker, and then the kid, Brendan Fraser, emerges for the first time ever and enters society.
Like Fallout.
Like years later, like 20, 30 years later.
Like Fallout.
Okay.
Fallout 3.
Yeah, but please, can you get on the Plex? Can that be something like that? Would be my Blast from the Past.
Send me the
I will
Blast from the
send it
Past.
to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
God, do you have anything from this decade or?
No, apparently not. Where was I going with that?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So baseball's great.
All right, baseball's good.
Summer's great though.
What's our? We're actually doing okay.
We have one more pool.
I don't know how. I feel like
I know.
Welcome to this podcast, by the way.
This is awesome. This is a great time. Loving it. Loving it.
So our last poll, we've had a reoccurring series where we pit two armies against each other.
Yeah.
And which is really funny because I started way too high. I think I started with
So we have God and another God. Yeah.
I started with the Empire and the Covenant from Halo.
Yeah, so if I can talk on that a little bit,
Yes.
I picked the Covenant.
And the Covenant lost, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I disagree with that too. I think the Covenant would win.
I picked the Covenant, and maybe to move Magic, the Stormtroopers always miss.
Yes.
Always miss.
Yes.
Always miss. The elites are overpowered. The elites are like a Jedi.
Not
with
even
a
the
gun.
elites. The Jackals.
Jackals are good too.
The Stormtroopers can't hit.
Yeah.
The Jackals can't miss.
Yeah, the grunts. It's like the South Park episode when they funnel all the.
Yeah, because you guys are playing on
People in the
Legendary.
middle.
I'm saying you play it on easy mode. they
You
miss all
played
the
on
time.
Legendary.
I know, but
Well,
We literally quit Halo 2.
go play. Well,
On
Halo
Legendary.
2 is BS.
Yeah, that was
Like that
so
is
rough.
a bad video game.
oh, it's one of the best. What do you mean?
When you die in Legendary, you have to restart the mission?
Yeah.
I can't help you. You can't beat the level.
Oh, we were like on level 2. Like
Yeah,
it was.
can't help
we,
that.
we beat it, but
Halo 2 is one of the
Halo,
honestly,
no,
the
I think
best
Halo 2
Halo
is
out
great.
there.
And the remake or the remaster, whatever.
Gears
is
of War 2
fantastic.
is a better campaign experience than Halo 2.
I don't buy those games for the campaign experience.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the shit on kids.
Sure.
Yeah, experience, yes.
Okay.
unless you like hard mode. I mean, like unless you like that, unless you're a Dark Souls fan.
Nah,
I know you're not. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like some people might like that.
I play all the Gears on Insane.
Okay,
I
well, it's
never-
not as hard as
It's never a Gears
Then
fan.
Halo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Halo 2 is harder than Gears 2, 100%.
Oh, maybe multiplayer.
No, the single player on Legendary. Dude, in
I don't know. I never.
Gears, you get knocked down. So when you're with the teammate, you can still get back up. In Halo, you're just like dead.
That is true.
Yeah.
And then you have to restart the fucking level.
Yeah.
It is
It's
true.
horrific.
You might be on
Halo 2 is
something.
definitely harder than Gears 2, bro.
Maybe.
All right, anyway, so you think the Covenant wins?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're just more powerful.
Yeah, because like if you line up like an average troop from the Empire, like just some random guy who probably doesn't even want to be there.
Well, especially at that point we're talking about, they're all conscription.
Palpatine will literally fry all of them.
But see, the thing is,
Short out all their stuff
I
and
think the
they're done.
elites and the brutes could brutes could take him.
You don't think 1,000 brutes could take on Palpatine?
1,000 brutes?
Yeah.
No.
100,000
They'll
brutes?
never even make it to him.
You don't think so?
No.
What are you
They have
talking
guns,
about?
dude.
Never make it to him.
100,000?
100. They'd never make it to him.
How?
The Death Star destroys the.
That's not Palpatine.
Fine, Palpatine electrocutes him.
100,000 brutes?
He dropped the entire armada of ships out of the sky. This guy's insane.
Wait, who beat them, by the way? Someone beat those guys.
What?
The Empire. Who beat them?
I don't know. You're
The
a stupid
Zerg.
Zerg or whatever. Yeah.
You ever play StarCraft?
Yeah, I love StarCraft. I think the Zerg
Do you
also
think
win.
Zerg wins there?
Yeah,
Who
you
do you
six
think
pull
beats-
Zerg rushed. Of
you
course.
think the Zerg? Think the Zerg beats the Covenant?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Covenant does not include the Flood. We agree on
No,
that?
no,
they
the
don't.
Covenant does
Okay.
not include
Yeah,
that.
absolutely
No.
not.
No, Covenant has nothing.
I think the Zerg beat the Covenant too.
Well, you know what's
Absolutely.
an interesting question? Star Wars universe versus Halo universe. Who wins?
Star Wars.
I don't think so.
I
Wait.
don't understand what you like.
Wait,
Star Wars is more
the
advanced
Halo
in every way.
universe
Pre-
has to team up.
pre Anakin slaughter or
Verse-
post Anakin slaughter?
We'll give you the strongest point in Star Wars history.
Then I take Star Wars.
I think
It's a lot of Jedi's that he murders. and
all you
children.
need is the Halo universe to buy time until they can get the Halo whatever, and then you can literally wipe out the whole universe, right?
Any main character, with the exception, any Jedi beats Master Chief.
Yeah, but aren't the Forerunners
Yeah.
like stronger than all like the stuff that we play? Aren't they like super OP, like
Apparently
super
not,
advanced?
if they can't even do the Flood thing.
Well, they got wiped out. Well, you have to contend with the Flood too. That's part of the
sure.
universe.
Yeah, you can contend.
The Flood
Dude.
would mess up the Star Wars universe bad.
Eventually, I'm saying you just nuke.
Dude, the Flood
nuke
was
them.
so bad they
They're like
literally
cockroaches.
nuked the entire
Yeah,
universe.
that's because they were.
they killed everyone in the universe.
Yeah,
The Halo rings are OP.
sure, but the whole point. Oh, so you're saying. Well, yeah. If you're going by that logic, then yes, Halo wins because they just.
Well, you
hit the
use
detonate
you're
button.
like saying, oh, the Death Star, this Death Star. They can just use the Death Star. What's more OP than the Halo rings?
Nothing. That's
Nothing.
Fair. That's fair. So then, by that logic, like the Reapers don't like.
No,
Well, I
I'm not
guess they're
using that.
machines, so it
In
doesn't-
our
it's
question,
organic
in
life.
our question, well, yeah, the Reapers live
yeah, that
because
would
it's
still be
only
okay.
organic.
Yeah, you're right.
So OP. But our questions are just the two armies, not the
You're
entire
right.
universe. We're saying they're fighting in a neutral space.
So anyway, so Zerg lost.
Zerg won.
Not
Booyah.
last week.
Zerg won against the Empire.
Yeah.
Which I think is correct.
I think that's correct as well.
Eh.
Kyle sent me a trailer from StarCraft 2 of the Zerg expansion or whatever.
Yeah.
The Empire would lose, bro.
Just shield up, man. Just shield up and weather the storm.
Dude, those things are huge.
Nah,
Yeah.
Palpatine would electrocute them all with his hands.
I don't see. I think Palpatine's electrocution wouldn't do shit to that thing. It's
Well,
like
he just needs
humongous.
the force diode. Do you remember that? Do
No.
you remember the force diode?
do
No,
not
it's a
know.
major plot point in episode 9. The force diode.
Of course.
Is it
How,
not?
how,
Okay,
how could
anyway.
I forget episode 9?
So anyway, the Zerg beats Covenant and
Okay, so
Empire.
to recap, the Empire beats the Covenant.
Yes. Good job for the Empire.
And then the Empire loses to the Zerg.
Yeah.
After that, the Zerg loses to the Green Lantern
Yeah,
Corps.
Green Lantern Corps is like, all right, we're cleaning this up.
I think the Green Lantern Corps would win. I think that's an accurate
I
summation.
guess. I think you need to see that in action, but sure.
Dude, one Green Lantern is so much more powerful than one unit in I'll tell you this. I think like Hal Jordan gives Darth Vader a run for his money.
I guess it would depend on how the Force works through
Willpower.
their powers and stuff. Yeah, because like I feel like Darth Vader couldn't he just like
I guess the
literally
Force
break
is
his
kind of
arm
will-
and rip
will-
the ring off? Because it's all about the ring. That's the thing.
Yeah, but he can keep it on through sheer will. So the Force is kind of like will, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could kind of be an even matchup in that
I guess
regard
that would
where
be
they would be
interesting.
struggling.
Yeah. I don't know. Can Darth Vader rip the
The ring off of
The ring.
Roger. Does he identify that that's where he's getting his power from? I mean, how long does that take? I don't know. Can the Force move through anything the Green Lantern constructs?
It has to. because it binds everything. So if you're going to have a world where the Force is, it would literally, if not, in all honesty, if you're combining those things, then the Force probably gives the Green Ring its power. And if Darth Vader can manipulate the Force to a better degree than Green Lantern, Darth Vader should win.
Green Lantern's very good at manipulating the ring, though. I mean,
Darth Vader wins 100%.
against Hal Jordan,
Yeah, 100%.
easy.
Easily.
I'm playing the devil's
No.
advocate here because I don't think Darth Vader would
think he does.
fare well.
So here's the thing. Obi-Wan Darth Vader wins. He was so powerful in that show.
Yeah, but he lost.
Dude, have you ever seen
Spoilers.
Green Lantern?
Sorry,
Dude,
spoilers.
he can make anything.
I hear that. He lost because of the plot points. That's the only reason he lost.
Yeah, that's true.
He never
The
loses.
plot. That
he
damn
never
plot always is undefeated.
He never loses in a straight up duel.
Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's powerful. I just think Hal Jordan is also incredibly overpowered.
I'm
Right.
also a huge Anakin fan, so
Clearly, Hayden Christensen.
No,
is,
I am too. Yeah, no, I love
on
yeah.
your list.
He's
maybe.
on the list,
Maybe.
baby. Revenge of the Sith is a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's
Best-
at
best of the
least
three.
top-
Literally
top
cried.
Best-
Literally cried.
best of the entire series. I will say that.
That's wild. But you think it's better than episode 5?
Yes.
You're out of your fucking mind. That's the one thing all Star Wars fans agree upon.
No, so episode 5 I refuse to watch because I'm afraid that I'm going to watch it.
No,
and
it's
I'm gonna-
fantastic. It's
All
still the
right.
best.
Oh.
It's still the best.
Yeah.
You have to watch it now.
Like I said before, I think if they do 4, 5, and 6 as a remake in the 21st century,
Yeah.
I probably agree with you that episode 5 is better.
Yeah. Imagine episode 4 looks like that video that they remastered,
That would be
right?
incredible.
It'd just be incredible.
Yeah, be awesome.
But
I like that.
I would want to preserve the original actors. Because that
Oh,
I
you
don't
can't.
know.
You can't have it both ways.
I know you can't have both ways. That's
I'm
why
down
I'd
with
rather.
that. Yeah.
I'm
good
willing to
with it.
sacrifice the technology,
Right.
Pass.
but I actually think episode 5 is not that bad. Like episode 4 is a little rough. Episode 5 doesn't look that bad, and the lightsaber fights weren't that bad.
No, it's from the 80s. That's why.
The lightsaber fights in episode 5 were as good as episode 8.
Yeah.
So I can understand
Episode
why.
8 actually had terrible. I watched these videos where stunt coordinators kind
Yeah,
of
but
break
that's-
down.
That's every Star Wars movie.
No, definitely not.
All of them are very bad.
No.
In terms of actual technique, they're all pretty bad.
Well, no, this one was there's people just falling down in the background.
Yeah. You're talking about the throne room scene. That's like the infamous one. Yeah. They did that with episode 1 too. This sword.
Oh,
guy
episode
comes in
1
and
is
like-
also not good? Interesting.
No,
Okay.
episode 1 is
that's
phenomenal
weird. That's weird.
and the best Star Wars movie. I'm actually gonna say it. I think episode 1 is the best Star Wars movie.
You're out of your fucking mind. Podcast over. All right, back to this. I think Hal Jordan beats Darth Vader. Should I put it up on the thing right now?
Do it.
Should I put it up?
Yeah, do
Is that
it.
going to be our one
Yeah.
for the day?
What are we doing?
Who wins in a fight?
Oh yeah, instead of Armies, Hal Jordan or Darth Vader.
I'm just putting it up right now because every podcast now, what we've been doing is we just come up with some stupid
like
shit
it.
like this.
I like it.
So Darth Vader.
I feel bad because
I am very curious what the audience is
I
going to
think
say.
Darth Vader's gonna get whooped on.
This
I don't think so.
This says Earth Vader. That's a little different. Darth
Yeah.
Vader. Very conscious.
So anyway, the
Star
poll.
Wars. This was a very long one.
The Green Lantern Corps are the reigning champions, and we put them up against the Reapers from Mass Effect.
You ever play Mass Effect?
Yeah. Do you know anything about the Reapers?
I never played it. I couldn't get into it. I had some in my library. But I could
Yeah,
just never,
okay.
could just never do it.
Essentially, the
Never do it.
Reapers every 2,000 years, 1,000 years.
Every 1,000 years
Every
or whatever.
1,000 years, they come and just wipe out life and reset the universe.
Oh,
They're all machines.
that's nice.
So there are these things called what are they called? Mass relays.
So they win then.
So mass relays connect you with
Yeah.
the rest of the universe. It's like
Okay.
a highway essentially for
Yeah,
it's like
Like the Jetsons.
light travel kind of.
danger zone. Yeah.
It basically what happens is species will rise up and become technologically advanced and find these mass relays, and then they're able to communicate with the galactic civilization. So
It's
they go-
basically they wipe out the universe,
yeah.
but keep all the highways intact. So like what you're saying,
When you
like, is
rise
like
up,
whenever you become
meet
like
everyone else.
technical, like so like we go into the space and the moon and stuff, and eventually it's like we found an alien vessel,
on Mars.
and it's like almost like a cruel joke of like, hey, everything is good. It's like, oh, these crazy Reaper guy, and then they just murder everybody again. They reset it again.
It's just a cycle.
Interesting. Interesting.
So
And
they're
because they're-
huge. So they're about
So them versus who?
the Green Lantern Corps.
The
So-
Reaper wins.
The
Sorry. You just described it to me. He wins. They win.
who wins?
Reaper.
Oh yeah, the Reapers won
100%.
in the vote too.
100%.
I don't know. I think it'd be closer than you'd think.
I don't see. The more I thought about it, the more it's like, okay, let's say all, and I don't know how many the Green Lantern people there are.
Yeah.
But if all of them turned into like a spaceship and, it started like firing at it and stuff, because
That
that's
just
essentially what
sounds so
happened,
silly.
right? But that's what happened, and it was like, hey, all of humanity is like fighting against this like one Reaper,
Yeah.
and there's like what, thousands of them.
Yeah, but we're talking about way more people than we're talking billions of people we're fighting against. Like, I don't know how many people. Actually, that's a great question. How many people are in the Green
It's
Lantern Corps?
not-
It's got to be huge. It's the whole universe.
Not billions.
It's not billions, but they cover the whole universe. They're like the universal police force.
Yeah, but I think that they're getting soft.
Dude, they had so much Green Lantern hate.
Tell you
It's
what,
unbelievable.
Pick a number. I'll tell you higher or lower.
How many Green Lanterns?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Is
see
it
this-
low?
you see
Is
this
it real
number?
low?
Can I give him it's high or low?
Is it really
Yeah,
low?
you can do the high or low. There you go.
Uh,
right there.
Wait. So you just want to
Well,
say a number?
Yeah, say a number.
it's
We'll get you there.
yeah,
10 million.
low.
Lower?
Lower than 10 million.
1 million?
Lower than that.
100,000?
Lower than that. Like
1,000?
higher
Higher.
than that.
5,000? 10,000?
Higher. Lower.
7,000?
Yeah.
You're
500?
close. Yeah, 7.2.
7,200 members. You ain't beating the Reapers on that. And that's a quick
not.
Google search. So if there are
How many Reapers can one Green Lantern take out is the question.
I don't
not
think
enough.
I don't think you can take out a Reaper as one Green Lantern.
Absolutely, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh.
You don't think Hal Jordan has fought something stronger than a Reaper in his time in being in DC Comics? He's
Okay,
definitely
look,
had to have soloed someone stronger than a Reaper.
No, they don't exist. So.
maybe 1-to-1, but there are definitely more than 7,200 Reapers, right?
Absolutely. No, the Reapers outnumber. I think the Reapers win on numbers. I'm just saying you're not giving the Green Lantern Corps enough credit.
Yeah.
They're so strong.
Yeah. All right.
Knowing that now, do you think they beat the Zerg?
The Reapers?
Yeah. No. The Green Lantern Corps. Do they beat the Zerg?
The Green Lantern Corps beating the Zerg?
Yeah, with 7,200 members versus
Probably not.
Probably not. No.
Infinite Zergs.
Yeah, no way.
Had I known,
Had I known, had I
Yeah,
done the research,
I don't think so.
Yeah,
we
probably
put
not.
Darth Vader versus Hal Jordan. Crazy DC Comics disrespect going on. We need a comic book guy here to back this up big time.
Yeah.
Green Lanterns are so strong. Like the ring is OP.
I would need to know what the power outlet is, and like you're talking about the Green Lantern Corps. Does that include like the yellow and reds and whites? And
I'm talking about the Green Lantern Corps.
that's, right. I just didn't know if it was like, oh, maybe that's what you're thinking. Maybe there's like more members out there.
That's what the research department was saying. He was saying, do the other corps count? But the thing we need to keep in mind is Reapers can harvest people. So your guys start to fight against you, which is always really
Reapers
bad.
I
Whoops.
feel like congratulations, Reapers are just the best. We're moving on. We're doing mano y mano now.
Yeah.
So Hal Jordan versus
single heroes
Darth
and villains.
yeah.
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 I like it.
I love it.
Gotta have it.
What should we
Want
do,
some more
John?
of it?
What did you see? Said Vader wins that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Personally,
Personally.
I just think Vader's really strong. So
He's
just
super
really
OP,
like
yeah.
Anakin,
super
yeah.
strong. Yeah.
Well, especially in the books, dude. He's just insane.
But wouldn't Hal Jordan just always have the high ground?
Yes.
No, he's not Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but he
can fly.
Okay, maybe.
Fly.
Okay.
Okay, maybe.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
He just force pulls him down.
No, I don't know. You just rip it, like just literally
Yeah.
just rip his arm off.
Yeah.
Did you start Stranger Things at all? Speaking of arms ripped off and things.
can't.
Oh, hey, spoilers.
No.
We gotta watch it. I just can't
I don't know
Bring
why I
myself to
thought
do it.
about like when we were talking about like duking things out, but the Hopper, the dude that played, like he did Hellboy in between, and he's like ripped. So it's just funny to see him from like Stranger Things where he's like a little chubby.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh, you got smaller." It's like, yeah, he's jacked.
That's
Anyway,
awesome.
I don't know where I was
I
getting.
can't watch it. I just haven't had
Yeah,
like dedication to watch it yet. So I hope to watch it eventually.
it's okay.
So you've never even started it?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. Zero
Never
watch.
did it.
Yeah.
I have this thing where people tell me to watch something and I never do it.
We're doing For All Mankind, and it is very good.
Yeah.
It is very, very good. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, the new season is rad. They aren't afraid to like time skip, which is cool. So it's like, oh, well, we'll see you in 2 years. And it's like 2 years later, it's like, we're going to Mars. It's like cool. Anyway,
No filler.
yeah.
I gotta watch a lot of stuff. Watching dumb things over again. So
Hey,
Sometimes
the
you
two
need the
things.
comfort food.
If you learned anything, first you have to watch Blast from the Past. Second, Truman Show.
No, you
Maybe Clueless if you're feeling.
you watch Truman Show first. Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess.
yeah, I
I
feel like
guess
that's
you
what I
have to.
watched first. Is Truman Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. I can't wait. You got to text us when you finish that.
I will.
That'll
I
be
will.
fantastic.
I will.
Such
Yeah.
a good movie.
Thanks for coming. This
Of
was
course,
good.
man. This is awesome.
We were wondering, I was like, what are we going to talk about? And it's like, hey,
It's perfect.
Harbin has all the answers.
Chatting with your buddy, man.
Yeah.
Feels weightless. Feels like nothing. Doing
Do this for 2 hours every Friday.
yeah. that's
But
no problem.
thanks for joining, man. We appreciate it. And
course.
thank you, audience, for joining as well. We appreciate that too.
Very much. Yeah.
Check us out on couchcompany.games. We got top fives. We got some video game reviews. We have what else do we have on there?
Oh man, we do have video game reviews on the Steam page. We have our ratings.
Yep.
We have our Discords up there.
Yeah.
Our YouTube.
YouTube,
Did you say
yep.
YouTube's? Yeah, YouTube's up there.
We actually did
of
a
stuff.
fun Sea of Thieves with John,
yeah.
Yeah.
That was
where
good.
I was the captain. Huge mistake. Except we did win every fight. We literally just couldn't lose.
Yeah. We sunk, but we still won.
We won.
somehow.
we
But
still
it was-
won.
it was
Always
good.
win.
Yeah.
So check that out. That was a good time. And check us out on Twitter. Tell me if Vader beats Hal Jordan.
Please.
Please.
Later.
Yeah.
At Couch Games.
Yeah. And Ryan Reynolds, if you're listening,
You're-
podcast at couchcompany.games. You can.
You are my
No.
free space.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, there it is. That's all we got. Thanks for joining us on the couch. We'll see you same time, same place next week. Peace.